Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Ikoria draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I would like to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'd also like to welcome a special guest, Ethan, known as Lordtupperware on the internet. He is the co-host of the Lords of Limited podcast, one that is really good and I highly recommend it. And he's also a Twitch streamer. He writes articles for CardSphere. He even commentates for Channel Fireball from time to time as well. Welcome to the stream, Ethan.
Thank you so much. What an exciting introduction that was, Nicolai.
I even forgot to introduce you. Also have a YouTube channel, Lords of Limited, so be sure to check that out, folks. And there will be links to all of the places you can find Ethan in the comments and pinned comment and in the description down below. But yeah, Ethan, what have you thought of Ikoria so far?
I am really enjoying it. So it was no secret, I think, among folks who follow my content that Theros Beyond Death was not my most favorite draft format in recent memory. But Ikoria has really turned the beat around. Like, I really like build-arounds in Limited, and this format is chock full of them, whether you're looking at a lot of the uncommons, whether you're looking at opening a companion and building towards that. Now, the flip side of that is that I think the companions are kind of broken. Cycling is kind of broken. And so hopefully that gets, at least the latter deck gets sort of leveled out as the meta game progresses. But I think overall, those small feel bads or small broken, overpowered things are outweighed by, I think, just how sweet the set as a whole is.
So I know you mentioned the cycling decks, the companion decks. Are there any decks that are like the secret Lordtupperware sauce that you think most people are underdrafting, or any particular cards that you think are potentially underdrafted that we can keep our eye out for in this draft?
Well, it's interesting because I've been diving into these traditional drafts on Arena the past few days, and one of the cards that is a really high pick, in my opinion, is Weaponize the Monsters, the single red enchantment that you can pay to sack something to shock any target. And I think that's a really high pick. I think that's just good in basically any creature deck that's not like a heavy mutate deck. I have found some tension there. But the weird thing is I think that card goes late when it doesn't actually signal that perhaps like a red sacrifice deck is open, like red black sacrifice or red white or whatever. So it's a card that I like have my eye on a lot and that I see go late, but then I also don't think that that's actually a signal for that archetype. So maybe that's a weird answer, but that's a card that I think is underrated right now.
Yeah, especially with the prevalence of Forbidden Friendship to wheel as well. Like, that card comes around super late. Like, I reliably count on wheeling that card, and yeah, I generally have found that Weaponize goes late as well. And I like first pick Weaponize out of packs, and then I'm like, yeah, what's going on? But yeah, now that we've got that little part out of the way, diving into a human draft, it's really cool to be able to actually play with humans on Arena at long last. But yeah.
Anything, how about you? Anything that you found currently? I do feel like the metagame is shifting a lot, or like things, people are catching up to things and then people are readjusting. So anything that you're feeling like is the flavor of the day or the week right now?
Well, I did have a couple of like crazy decks that I've just drafted recently where I just kind of went as deep as possible. So I took like multiple different ultimatums in different colors and as many mana fixers that I can, and then to get past like Yorion. So I had like a 60 card 5-color brew the other day that I was drafting. And I think sometimes the mutate cards maybe go a little bit later, like the symbiotes in particular, you can get them pretty late from time to time. Now that people are like, oh, cycling's great, they move off of mutate to some degree. But let's see what we've opened here. We look like we have a Cub Warden, which is a pretty solid rare. And then in the commons, there's Pacifism. I definitely want to get your thoughts on this one. I know you have some good takes. We've got a Blood Curdle. And then in the uncommons, we've got a couple of Mentors and a Zagathmon. But what do you like in this pack?
For me, it comes down to Blood Curdle versus Cub Warden, and I think like at the start of the format, I would have said slam Cub Warden. I'm a little less inclined to do that, though. I think I still want to take it here over the Blood Curdle. What my feeling or philosophy on the format is that I want to take payoffs into a deck first, because I feel like that gives me a direction. There's a lot of this format is really about synergy, in my opinion, and so taking stuff that supports powerful payoffs like a Cub Warden. The reason I think Cub Warden has tension is because white wants to mostly be cycling. Then beyond that, it mostly wants to do human things. And so it's hard to find a place to slot in a mutate deck, but it does exist. And this is one of the reasons to do that, I think.
It's also just a 4-mana 3/5 lifelink. After that, Blood Curdle is just a good removal spell. And then when we have a second, I know you have a lot to say about pacifism that a lot of people will find interesting. So next time we have an easy pick, we'll come back to that one. But starting things off with a Cub Warden and moving on to the second pick, there is another mutate card in white, the Huntmaster Liger. There is a Far Finder, which is a great card to mutate onto. The Forbidden Friendship we talked about earlier, and then like a 1-mana Cycler. Where do you immediately gravitate towards in this pack?
I kind of want to take Farfinder and try and wheel the Liger. Like
Mm-hmm.
Farfinder's already a good card to mutate onto with the Warden. It helps to splash the Warden if we're just trying to splash the 3 white part of it, not the mutate part of it. It also leads us down a like path that white wants to go down, which is a vigilance like sub theme or a vigilance package. So I think I like taking Farfinder here. I've seen the Huntmaster Liger go kind of late, so
Mm-hmm.
it could be interesting to see if that happens here.
So if Farfinder weren't in the pack, would you take the Liger here to like combo with this Cub Warden, or would
I think so. There's nothing else that like again, if I'm thinking about payoffs and enablers, there's like nothing that's a huge payoff to me. So I just want to take the card that I feel like goes the best with the Cub Warden, and I think that's the Huntmaster Liger. Like, people who want to go hard in the cycling paint may do like a Dranith healer here or whatever. That's a little aggro in my opinion.
go hard in the cycling paint? I love that metaphor. Okie doke. So now in this pack, we do see a pacifism, so perfect time to talk about that card. There's also another 1-mana cycler for the cycling paint lovers, and the Boon of the Wishgiver is another cycling card. Also a Whisper Squad here. What cards do you like here?
Yeah, I mean this is kind of. So I would also point out the main serval here as like another card that goes nicely in the vigilance package, and
Mhm.
also is good to mutate onto. It's probably a little
Yeah.
early to take that card. For me, I think it's between pacifism and Whisper Squad. I'm gonna reluctantly take pacifism here, so I guess I have about 30 seconds to talk about this card right here. So pacifism, I think, is not really well suited in this format because if you think about the 2 best decks of the 2 best synergy packages in cycling and in mutate, pacifism is a pretty bad card against both of those decks. It's also, even if you go a little deeper, it's not really good against humans, which is more of a go wide strategy, or black red sacrifice, which doesn't really, again, is a go wide strategy and has ways to mitigate you pacifying the creature. Talking about it being bad against cycling, like there's a lot of things that like you just don't want on the battlefield. Like you're not pacifying a Dranith Stinger or a Savai Thundermane or
Snare Tactician.
a Snare Tactician. Like that
Speak
just
of the
doesn't
devil.
do anything. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't do anything against that deck. And if you've got a good mutate stack with like a Trumpeting Gnar and something else, like you want to pacify that, but like you're just going to keep mutating onto that and making a 3/3 and having your opponent discard a card and drawing a card yourself. And like pacifism is a necessary evil sometimes, I'd say, but I think it's not top tier removal.
Okie doke. I agree with that, especially because there's like sacrifice things like mutual destruction running around. So pretty
Yeah.
much every color has a way to make pacifism worse, and the real like best use is as like a temporary removal. It's not like going to be a kill the creature for all time like it would be in some formats. Okie doke.
Right.
So getting to this pack, there's another Farfinder if we wanted to go for that direction. There's also a Snare Tactician, and then like Bushmeat Poacher, Reconnaissance Mission. What do you like here?
I think we're just going to take another Farfinder. Like,
Yeah.
again, tactician, like there's some, I don't really want to move into the cycling deck without getting one of the uncommon payoffs first. Like
Mhm.
if we had started with a Rescuer or a Fox, then I could have definitely seen a path through this draft where we're like, okay, we're going to take, we take that Dranith healer and then we take the Snare Tactician, but I feel fine with where we're at right now.
Yeah, I agree as well. Especially like it's also interesting to think about how Farfinder leaves us very flexible to kind of go any direction. Like we don't even have to play a white deck here. We could still play really any color and just splash a pacifism or just abandon the pacifism as well.
Right. And mutate decks often want to be like multicolor because you just don't want to take all the good mutate creatures. And like Farfinder enables a lot of good curve outs.
Yeah, I agree. I really like Farfinder as a common. Okay, so what do you like here? My initial thought is between Checkpoint Officer and Dreamtail Heron.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I think I like Heron a little bit more with the double Farfinder. Again, I think there's just like these Checkpoint Officer, Pacifism, Divine Arrow. They're all fine to like they're all fine removal spells in their own right, but I don't think you need to like really prioritize them. Whereas Dreamtail Heron seems pretty sweet.
Yeah, especially with Cub Warden as well. Okie doke. What made you go ooh when you saw this pack?
Vulpikeet, like I feel like are we drafting the rare but possible white mutate deck? Feels like we could be.
Yeah, especially when you get the Cub Warden payoff to go with the Vulpikeet.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of the time Vulpikeet maybe underperforms for me because when you just play it as a mutate card, it's like 3 mana, give a creature flying and +1/+1, which isn't the best if you haven't built around it. But if you pair it with things like Mysterious Egg and you have other mutate in your deck, it definitely gets a lot better. I think it's better as like a second mutate when you already have like your Heron down, or when you are trying to beat down with like your Mysterious Eggs.
Yeah, you definitely got to be wary of a card like Vulpikeet that doesn't like have an additional effect, like stuff like Cub Warden making someone one's Heron, drawing you a card. What's it called? The Cavern Whisperer making your opponent discard a card. Even Cloud Piercer, Rummaging. Like you need to make sure you're mitigating that inherent 2-for-1 against yourself.
Yeah. Now in this pack, I kind of like taking maybe an Evolving Wilds because we
Oh yeah.
do have two Farfinders, so we can kind of just go for whatever colors we want at this point. Um,
Yeah.
there's also
And
an Of One Mind if we wanted to go for that direction, or a Fertilid, or
yeah, I love like Evolving Wilds and two Farfinders just means the world is our oyster for the
hmm
next two packs, you know?
yeah, time to get all of the ultimatums.
Yeah, okay. There's some spice.
Yeah. Especially because those get passed a lot. And now maybe
hmm
just a Thornwood Falls or a Helica Glider. I mean, Helica is good to mutate onto, but our mutates get
Is,
flying anyway.
is is it weird that I want to take solid footing and wheel that main serval?
Oh, that could be spicy. I've never actually played Solid Footing. I tried to force a Vigilance deck one time, and I didn't see a single Solid Footing the entire draft. Um,
I mean, you need elite alert heat bonders basically
mhm.
because, but once you have that and some vigilance, like so many decks just get out of range of your life total. Like you just can't, they just can't beat you if you're at like 35 or something.
I like it. I think
I don't know. I think
if
Helica Glider, like the rest of those packs just feels kind of
yeah,
medium to
Helica
me.
Glider's not one. Oh my gosh, paid off to the max. That
Ooh,
was the classic play right there. Just wheel
come
the card that gives
on.
Vigilance when we just take the Vigilance payoff.
Oh, we're going to get that main serval too. This is going to be
Oh my
great.
gosh, that was like 500 IQ right there.
Yeah, dude.
I took a brief second to double check what the scale is on IQs because last time I said that I said 50 IQ, and the person I was
That's
talking to
not
was like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" That was a
just
big brain play, not a
very,
small brain play. But
yeah.
yeah, gonna get the Keensight Mentor here. Keensight Mentor is good even without other Vigilant synergies. Just as like it's like it works well if you have other things. So like in our deck, it's great with double Farfinder and now Solid Footing.
Yeah, like the mentors, I think so. I think the Keenside Mentor is one of the better ones because it has 4 toughness and its activation is 2.
Mm-hmm.
But the real key with the mentors is you want to have basically like you want to have it be fine. And I agree with Glimmerbell here.
Yeah.
You want to have it be fine when you play this and don't have anything to put it on, and you just have like other vigilant stuff in your deck. So like
Mm-hmm.
when you get to put 2 counters on stuff, Nikolai, we are doing it, my friend.
This was incredible. Like you just like knew there was another main serval that might come back. Pick the Solid Footing like eighth. Just nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Keensight Mentor is looking amazing. We already have 3 other Vigilance creatures in our deck.
And also, I've just like never. I mean, this might end up being like we may just end up be splashing the Dreamtail Heron alone, but it'd be cool if we drafted like a blue-white mutate deck. That's it's not something I've seen before.
Limited All-Star Sudden Spinners. This card's actually overperformed for me.
I
I
I played in this like streamer showdown thing last
mhm.
night, and I destroyed multiple people with sudden spinnerets out of the sideboard.
Yeah, I played it main deck before, and your opponents just don't play around it. The reason I played it main deck one time was because my opponent, you know, the Light of Hope card, like 1 mana to put a counter on your creature.
Yeah.
I like used a back for more to have my 4/4 fight their 3/4, and they put a counter on it in response. And I was like,
Ooh.
I would never play around that card ever. So people probably won't play around Sudden Spinnerets if I play it. And so
Yeah.
it gets a lot better when people don't play around it. Okay, what did we open pack
Agreed.
2? Ooh,
Oh no.
we have opened a Karuga. We don't have to companion it if we do play it.
I
Uh,
know.
there's
I mean,
also
I think Karuga's busted. But
yeah.
go ahead. You can read through the pack.
Other cards to consider. I mean, Volpakite, another
Yeah.
main serval. Krug is so much better than everything else in the pack. Oh yeah, I think we take it. I'm not sure if we companion. It was funny because last time I had a guest on, we opened a Karuga in pack 1, and we didn't companion it in the end, and that was an interesting experience too. I've companioned it once when I drafted it on my own, but yeah, I think the card's definitely very powerful. But it's debatable on whether it's worth it to give up all your early drops. Have you had a lot of
Yeah.
experience with Karuga?
I've companioned it now 4 times.
Okay.
I'm 10-2 with playing it, so I really like it. Now, it's tough because I think it's a pick here. We're gonna wheel Volpakite or main serval, and I agree. Like we lose the problem with companioning it is that we lose out on a good bit of synergy that
Mm-hmm.
we're like trying to build up here,
Mm-hmm.
but we gain like basically we start the game with like 3 extra cards in your hand
Mm-hmm.
because Krug is going to draw you like 2 when it comes down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should be aware that we may not companion it, but I think we should probably be trying to do so. So like I'm eyeing this Frost Links in this pack.
Yeah, that's interesting because when I see the Karuga in this stage of the draft, I kind of think, okay, maybe the ship has sailed on that. We already have some decent early stuff, and I think our deck is pretty powerful regardless. But I think Frostlings is one of the best cards with Karuga. I just feel like the Frostlings might wheel, so we could just take a speculative pacifism here, even though I know you don't love pacifism. There's also weaponized, but we're not going that direction. So I can get behind taking the Frostlings here. I think
I would take the Lynx.
Yeah, I would probably take pacifism and just like not try to companion it, but I like opening it second pack makes it much harder to companion, but I like to attempt new things and try it out anyway, I guess. Ooh, Death's Oasis. Kind of a cute card.
Have you played with that yet? I haven't been able to make that work.
I had 3 of the 5 tricolor enchantments in my deck that I was telling you about, the 60 card special, but this was not one of them. I actually got to play with Titan's Nest, which was in the previous pack, and it actually was okay at times. More for the memes than anything. But here, there's Snare Tactician, there's Lead the Stampede, Greater Sandworm, Garrison Cat, which doesn't really... I don't think there's a lot of good stuff in this pack. What do you want to take?
I think I just take Thornwood Falls as a hedge towards this Karuga possibility. But just because I don't think anything else in this pack matters for our like non-companion deck.
Yeah. We aren't really
we don't have cyclers for Tactician. We already have good things to mutate onto with like, so we don't need Garrison Cat.
Well, this card isn't our colors, so
yeah, it's not our colors, but it's very good.
Yeah, there's also a Essence Scatter, which is our colors. There's a Ketria Crystal, of one mind, check one officer.
This kind of feels like a decision point pick. Like I think it's Essence Scatter if we don't want a companion, and it's Crystal if we do.
Or we take Scatter and Wheel Crystal.
But
it probably won't wheel. I can see that. Yeah. Which one do you want to take here? I'm just going to go with what your pick is, because I think if it's in a vacuum, I think I would just take Essence Scatter and just not companion the Karuga. But I would like to experience.
Let's companion. Come on, let's have some fun.
Live the dream.
Let's take the crystal and live the dream.
Let's live the companion Karuga. Every time I have a companion on a draft, we get Karuga, so he clearly wants to be companions.
Yeah, if you didn't do it last time, let's try and do it this time.
Yeah. Ooh, the Heed Bonder.
Oh my God, that's so good.
This card is just this so good.
Okay. So that's going to be good, period, because we've got the 2 Farfinders, but that is a card that might make me go, maybe we're back to the not mentor plan, because it opens up main serval and solid footing.
Yeah, the first time I played Heed Bonder, I was like, this card is just nuts. And then every time I've seen it since then, I've been like, wow, I just really want to play this card. Like, the extra life point is so good.
Yeah, I had a double Heed Bonder quadruple main serval deck, and it was nutty.
That's insane. I like play a singular Mosscoat Goriak, even if I just have one Heed Bonder, because just gaining an extra life every turn is just so good.
Agreed.
Heed Bonder, fantastic. Okay, and now there's a blue-white land to help us with our mana. There's a Essence Symbiote. We're not playing green, I guess. There's also a Helica Glider. There's an Anticipate.
I think I just like the land here.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. There's nothing. I mean, we're playing white-blue, so even though this has green hybrid and this has green hybrid, I mean they're both white-blue cards.
Right.
And getting a dual land actually helps, because these are double white and double blue respectively, so that helps us a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I like that here.
This is
So again we're faced with a decision, but I feel like we probably shouldn't companion Karuga at this point. But like if we were thinking about companioning Karuga, we would take Rock Slide here, because we have double Farfinder and Evolving Wilds, and just removal is good to catch up.
Yeah, also really late weaponize, as we were talking about before, so like...
Yeah, but like weaponize is going late, but the deck doesn't seem open, which is weird.
Yeah. What do you want to take?
I think we take the footing. I think...
Have you drafted... Go ahead.
What's that? You go.
I was gonna say, have you drafted the Vigilance deck before, and gone deep on Vigilance?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you want a ton more than 2 solid footings, but like there's a main serval from our first pack that should be about to wheel, and like we've got that, we've got Mentor, we've got Heat Bonder, like we've got double Farfinder. I think we want this little Vigilance package.
Do you just take an oddity here?
Yeah, sure. That seems fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to play it. It's not the greatest
card. Not a very good card, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this our opener? Or is it the next pack that had the... No, this was our opener. That's weird that Serval didn't come around.
Yeah, it's funny, because Serval is the type of card that I always expect to wheel, and then when it doesn't wheel, I get really bemused. But there's also a Flycatcher Giraffe if we wanted to splash for a Vigilance creature. I don't think we do, though. I think we just take an egg.
Oh, yeah, we can take egg. That's fine. I mean, Giraffe is interesting if we went the another weaponize. if we went the Kruger route, which with the main servals not wheeling, I feel like I know we're like waffling a lot here with this, but I do feel like that could be back on the menu.
Yeah, it definitely could. We don't have all that many 2-drops. If we switch our view a little bit, like we only have like 6 cards, and
Yeah,
they're not like the best cards.
we're not missing out on stuff. Yeah, so I think without that other stuff wheeling, I might be on companioning here.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take Lead the Stampede, even though we probably won't play that.
That's fine.
And then
Take Death's Oasis for your collection.
Oh, the collection.
The collection. I think I'd actually take, for companioning, I think you want Perimeter Sergeant, just as something to do on 3.
Also synergy with the Mentor.
In what way?
It's a human. It can buff our human when it attacks.
Oh, the Mentor can attack as a 2/4. Yes.
Oh, yes. The Mentor attack, not the most common sight.
The old King Side Mentor attack.
Helical
Glider's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Now I feel like
gotta go back.
We probably want a Mentor here. All right. What do we got?
There's a Vigilance creature. There is a Bastion, which is another sweet card. I mean, Godzilla. I mean, there's not really a ton of blue and white cards that are super good. There's another mutate. We kind of abandoned a little bit of mutating stuff to some degree.
Yeah, I mean, we have like we'll play Warden, Vulpikeet, and what's it called, the 3/4 flyer, the blue one. Why can't I think of it? Dreamtail Heron. I'm kind of in for imposing Vantasaur here. What do you think?
I agree on the Vantasaur. It also has some vigilance synergy, and it's also just a fine thing to like in a Karuga deck. Having stuff to do early game to kind of smooth your draw is nice, and then in the late game we can play it, buff it, gain extra life. Seems like a nice fit.
Yeah. So the thing we really want to look out for is splashable removal. If we can find like some way to interact.
Yep.
We don't really have that right now.
Yeah, we really have little removal. This pacifism is like our only removal spell.
Well, and if we're companioning, which I think we are,
then we don't have any.
Not even playing it, yeah.
And we can play pretty much any color we want, like because we have the 2 Farfinders
and the Evolving Wilds.
What do you like in this pack?
I think just Day Squad Marshal is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
As, something that makes multiple bodies to help us like stabilize before we play the Karuga.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Solid addition. I think we're definitely companioning Karuga at this point. We don't have enough cheap stuff to make it worth it to not.
No, I mean, yeah, we could take Poliwag Symbiote there, but I just don't think. I feel like we've waffled enough that we don't need to mess around there.
Yeah, and our deck is going to be solid regardless. We have enough playables and stuff.
I think so.
Probably just another Heron here. There's not really anything else in the pack for us. Now, there's another Vantasaur. There's a Gust of Wind, which could be a fine tempo play with all of our... we have a decent amount of flying with like the Vulpikeets and the Oddities and stuff. What do you like in this pack?
I think I'm in for another Vantasaur.
Have you had good...
I just feel like it's something to do like on turn 1 or 2 in the Karuga deck. And then like we've got Vigilance synergies, so it's not the worst thing to play on 6 either.
Have you had... Like, has Gust of Wind performed like about where you expected it to, or has been an overperformer, underperformer?
Yeah, I'm not super high on the card. I think it's basically I have it as like a C-. Like, I guess I'm happy to play it when I've got flyers. Like when it costs 2, when it costs 4, I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, just a bit clunky. Ho.
Ooh.
More vigilance.
That's nice.
I think we take that over the Heron and over the Crystal. Just more vigilance for the vigilance synergies.
Are we just like dropping a 3-mana 1/4 is good too? I think.
Are we playing the Ikoria Crystal without playing like red mana?
Yes, we are.
All it does is help us. I guess it helps with the Karuga and the Heat Bonder.
Because Karuga replaces it, right?
Yeah, true.
Like, it's just a permanent that like helps you catch up a little bit, and then it's gonna get replaced.
Okay, so there's a 6th pick of Zenith Flare.
Classic.
There's a Ikoria Crystal.
I think we'll just take Crystal number 2. I mean, we can also take Divine. Like you could take Divine Arrow and be like, well, maybe we need to like not companion Karuga here, and then
I think our deck doesn't really have any value if we don't companion Karuga, and we have a lot of like 1/4s and some life gain, and I think the Crystal is going to be a solid addition to the squad. Another Frostlings.
Frostlings is nice. Yeah,
I like the Frostlings.
I mean, yeah, we just have to hope that like our board of creatures is good enough here because we have basic like Frostlings as our removal.
Yeah, we don't have any interaction. Interaction is for suckers, clearly. We're just playing the all The all
We're
permanents.
playing Hearthstone here.
Yeah, the all permanents deck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Frostlings can be doing some good work. Pick 8. Oh, we got
Oh,
removal.
that's
We
so good.
did it. Oh my
We did it.
gosh. I can't
Removal
believe
that
it.
draws us a card.
Yeah, it's like the perfect card.
That's the perfect
Oh,
card
what
for us.
a
Yeah.
what a fantastic addition to the deck. We wield Liger if we wanted to play that, or we could just take a Phase Dolphin as a blocker.
You probably want Phase Dolphin more than
Yeah.
you want the 3/4.
Yeah, the 3/4 has not been super impressive to me, especially because we're not really a go wide deck. And now, just
So,
just the only.
Goriak is another vigilance creature.
We're probably not splashing it though. I guess we have 2 crystals and we could splash.
We got plenty of fixing, so we could if we wanted to.
I feel like Goriak is a bit below the. We have Thornwood Falls, Evolving Wilds, 2 Farfinders.
One forest in the deck isn't going to kill us, so we could do it. It's got a lot of synergy too. Ooh, we might play Gust actually.
Yeah, more interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 3rd Ketria crystal. Don't know.
I don't know about
3 of those.
Well, the nice thing about the crystals is you can always cycle them on 2.
Wow,
if we feel
disrespect.
like we're
Yeah. So.
The thing about we gotta make a lot of cuts because the thing about Karuga decks is that you want to run like I usually run 19 lands.
Yeah, because you just need to hit every single land drop or you'll never double spell and you'll lose the game.
Right. You just need to never miss land drops. And if you ever think like, oh, I'm gonna flood, you just don't worry because you're not. Because like Karuga is gonna refill your hand. Like once you dump your hand, you play Karuga and then you draw like 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
You've got stuff to do with your mana. So I definitely want to make sure that we get there. So I think like a crustacean could go. Probably not cutting any of the. Actually, a really good curve. We could probably cut a crystal. I like Wingfold Terran as well. It's a good card to help
stabilize the board. Yeah.
Stabilize. Yeah.
Also wears a vigilance counter quite well.
That's very true. Yeah.
Probably got there on 3s and don't need the Sergeant.
Right. Sergeant's not a great blocker. Okay, we can cut the Sergeant. I think 18 lands with 2 crystals, 2 Farfinders. That should be fine.
Yeah, so let's just double check our color requirements. 9/9, 2 green. Yeah, perfect. Pretty even split here. We'd rather have an extra planes.
This is put Karuga in the companion zone because now we actually do have one more spell to give if we want.
We have 17 lands right now. Do you want to add an extra land?
Right. I definitely want to go 18 lands. I think 18 with the 2 crystals and the 2 Farfinders is fine.
Mm-hmm. So we have another crystal we could add.
The question is, do we want to play? Yeah, do we want to play crystal or oddity?
Giving our stuff.
I don't hate oddity. Flying vigilance stuff.
Yeah, lets our stuff attack while also protect.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't need any of these lands. Yeah, I think this deck looks pretty solid. Definitely a fun one. Obviously got to make Karuga the splash art on this one. But yeah, the deck seems pretty cool. I mean, it's really heavy on the Vigilance stuff. And we've got this Karuga.
Yeah.
Vigilance also works really well with Karuga because it tends to be high toughness, low power. So they just kind of sit in play and stare at the opponent. And then Karuga can come in for the sweeping value.
Yeah, and I think actually, the more I think about it, the more I like the oddity there as just another way to help push through some evasive damage. Because I think a deck like this can stabilize, but then have a hard time closing out the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a nice way to do that.
Yeah, and we are going to have to make sure we use our capture sphere very,
yes,
in a way that is useful because we only have that as our removal. Okay, this is a good hand, especially on the play.
Yep. Yeah,
double crystal. Great. Crystal is really nice with Karuga because it ramps you and then you get the card back, which is fantastic, as you pointed out before.
So on turn 4, so if we go crystal on 3, then on turn 4, can we go crystal? We can go crystal 3-drop. Is that true? Yeah.
We'll have 3, and then we'll have.
That's pretty sick. So we can go crystal into crystal Frostlinks.
For some reason the math just evades my head. Yeah, we'll have 3 mana. We'll have 4 mana. We'll have 5. Yeah, we can do that.
So that means we probably don't cycle Vantasaur unless we don't see land number 4.
Yes.
Here. Perfect. So we can hold Vantasaur now.
And we don't cycle a crystal because we want to play both crystals. Oh, this is going to be a
Right.
really good start. And then we're going to draw like 6 cards off Karuga.
Yeah, because Karuga is disgusting.
Yeah, with all the crystals.
Is opponent on a little bit of no rush magic here? I'd love that. Oh,
Ooh.
great. Don't care.
Man, that Serrated Scorpion. It's going to hit us for a damage, though.
I know.
The fear that I feel right now. Unparalleled.
I can tell.
Scorpion is the type of card, when I lose to it, I feel really sad. But there's like, the best Scorpion play I ever had was my opponent had me at like 2 life, and I had to Mystic Subdual the Scorpion to prevent the trigger from actually happening.
Wow. Mystic Subdual has so many cool applications.
No, but that's not all. They used Keep Safe to protect their Scorpion, but I had Lurrus in play, so I immediately got to flash it in again. So it was
Wow.
like the entire... Okay, yeah, we have the right colors of mana to do this. So it was like the entire 10 yards of just value. Just getting the max Lurrus value. Okay, so our deck is functioning smoothly. We have 2 Vantasaurs to start clogging up the board. How aggressively do you play Karuga? Like, do you play Karuga now, or do you wait until we've emptied your hand first?
Well, I want maximum value, so I try and wait. If there's like a good spot to be able to double spell, maybe like I'm trying to use my mana as efficiently as possible. At a certain point, like drawing 4 cards versus drawing 5 cards is not like a huge thing, because like this is why Karuga is so busted, is that it's already an extra card.
Yeah.
But it's an extra card that brings along like 3-4 extra cards with it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and now we just start jamming Vantasaurs probably. Opponent missed a land drop.
Yeah, if they're going to activate their Fertilid here, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. They just want to cast their cards. And we are under no pressure whatsoever, so the dream scenario for Karuga. But yeah, Karuga. It's funny. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, please.
Whenever I play against Karuga, I tend to destroy it because I think that people build the deck incorrectly. And so when I play against Karuga, it's kind of like my like pseudo nemesis of the format, where I just like every time I play against Karuga, I have to destroy it to just make people be more cautious with their Karugas in the future. But
interesting. Do you feel like there are common pitfalls you see from people building Karuga decks?
Mostly that their cards they play early in the game don't necessarily have the impact you need to play Karuga successfully. So like we have our crystal to ramp us up so we can play our expensive cards and our 3-drops and double spell and stuff. But sometimes I think we just discard Phase Dolphin here. Probably 1 second. Yeah, we'll get rid of Phase Dolphin. But yeah, sometimes when people play their Karuga deck, they'll like turn 3 they'll play a Farfinder, and then turn 4 they'll like mutate a Great Horn onto their Farfinder, and they just have no blockers. So they'll have like 1 creature, and I just bounce their guy, and I hit them for 5, and they just like never have the time to get their spells out.
Interesting that the opponent chose to not attack for 5. That's great for us.
They probably forgot that it had Menace, if I'm gonna guess.
I would play another Vantasaur.
Yeah, and then we can like Cub Warden and Dreamtail Heron and get our situation.
There's like some awkward tension with mutate cards with Karuga, right? Because we don't really want to mutate Cub Warden or Heron because that's losing out on a card from Karuga. Which is just like something to keep in mind as we're like developing our board or deciding what we want to do. Interesting, if they choose to attack now that we have 2 blockers, what we do, probably. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like luckily Cub Warden can give us a lot of stabilization tools. I feel like we just kind of might want to just cast the Cub Warden and then mutate onto it. Oh,
with a flyer, yeah. Yikes.
Oh, dear. So now I am inclined to discard Heron, then mutate Cub Warden onto the Vantasaur next turn.
I agree with that line.
Because that will protect us from the Harvester as well. But scary stuff here from the opponent. We have no interaction with this creature.
Very scary. Yeah. And this is it's a great example of
we stick with the plan for now.
I think we stick with the plan. It's a great example of why like Capture Sphere or Pacifism aren't great against Mutate. Because at this point, Capture Sphereing that Harvester is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like they get to make us sack, they make us discard, and whatever other mutate trigger they get. So, and they get to do it freely, knowing that like we can't respond with something. Oh God. All right.
In Karuga we trust.
In Karuga we trust. All right, take 5.
I think we just play them now.
Got to, yeah.
Gotta see what we hit. We can't actually play another spell this turn. Yikes.
Okay. Yeah, that
Okay.
was a really unfortunate series of mutates for us to see.
This is not a great matchup for our heavy, not heavy lack of interaction deck. Okay, we can triple block it if we want.
I think we do want.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what else we're trying to do.
Like, I don't know how we deal with this if they don't give us the chance in the future. Sure, they could have another blood curdle, but oh gosh.
They can have any number of things. Like they can have, yeah. There's so many things they can have here, but I feel like let's remember we're still up 3 cards on them.
Yeah, so I think we've thinned the deck before we gust. Do we even want to gust anything though? Is the question. Like, I think we have to maybe. Gusting this doesn't do anything for us.
I think we have to gust the harvester here.
Just to slow them down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are in a bad spot, but...
Oh, yeah. Our draws are not really helping with that either. Yikes.
No.
Oh, well, sometimes you just... I think it's not like a drafting, it's just like... I think our colors were open and the interaction spells that we kind of wanted to see just weren't necessarily there, so that's just a weakness of our deck. And our deck can still definitely do some great stuff.
Yeah, I'm not about to throw in the towel here after one game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Where also our opponent's stuff seems to have lined up just perfectly.
Yeah, like we didn't have any like early stuff to stop their sacrifice from making us sack a 3/6 and
right. And this is why I really like best of 3 more than best of 1 is that now we get to sort of plan a little bit better around Chittering Harvester, around Cavern Whisperer, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So what do we want to add here? We could add, I think adding a crystal here would be a little bit less responsible because we would rather have like a creature in play, like a permanent, to sack the Harvester. I don't think we really.
So the double crystal draw was not bad. Like
I did like it,
getting to go crystal into crystal 3-drop was nice. Yeah, I'm not really ready to make any huge changes here.
Yeah, we don't have any insane sideboard card. I guess the biggest tech we could do is siding into some 2-drops if the deck matchups looks like it's really unwinnable as an aggressive stuff, but I don't think this is that type of matchup, and I think we're just fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure that a Savai Sabertooth or whatever was gonna make the difference that game.
It's not the savior we were looking for.
Right. I mean, yeah, if we don't get to draw whatever 3 extra cards that game, we're definitely dead. So I think I like sticking with the plan here and just trying to maybe play a little more responsibly. All right.
Pretty solid hand. They're on a mulligan, which is good for us. Ooh, a double mulligan.
Nice. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Whatever gets the W, as they say. As long as it's not like... I mean, I've been known to sometimes make the seeming chump attack only to say the oops emote followed by combat trick blowout, but
oh wow, what a savage.
That's like as low as I'll stoop for the victory. It doesn't always work, and it's mostly just a hilarious thing because people aren't gonna like trust your oops on MTG Arena, but it's funny just the same. Did you know if you click this lava enough then a beast comes out?
No. Wow.
Yeah, that's one of those hidden techs that you learn from random people in your stream chat that have clearly spent too much time clicking every random object available on the screen. But yeah. I'm just going to get an island here, and overall, drawing lands is not the worst. As long as we get a second island to cast him at some point, we'll be fine. Fiend Artisan. That's one.
Wow.
Take over a game from time to time. I think we just cast the Mentor. Get something on the board.
Sure. Yeah.
I've actually had okay experiences with this card. I was like initially relatively low on it, but it just becomes big relatively quickly. Gets you your best cards. Searching for Kogla is definitely a plus with Fiend Artisan. Oh yes. Oh yes, Heatbonder.
I think we cove Heatbonder here.
Okay, interesting. It's funny. I like hearing different lines because my initial thought was playing Gust of Wind on like the Essence Symbiote to slow them down, and then next turn playing Heat Bonder plus pumping it. That was my initial thought.
Oh,
But
that's
getting the
interesting.
Cove out is also an interesting option, though. Because
I guess I just don't know what Gust of Wind is doing here.
it's just buying time, slowing him down, letting us get our guy to a 3/5 at some point. Like it doesn't. It's not like a huge blowout spell. It's just kind of a slow him down, make him replay their Essence Symbiote type thing. I'm down to go with your line, but that's just kind of where my thought was.
Yeah.
I just like it's more mana efficient this way. And
I think I would rather just Heat Bonder this turn and Heron next turn.
Just okay, and just like hard cast him.
Yeah, and then like set up for a good Karuga. Like I feel like the way we get wrecked is by them. You know how we got wrecked last time, just like Whisper into Bristling Boar. That's fine.
Yeah. Whew. Well, now we just
we play the Heron. Yeah. Next turn we can mentor on like Vigi the Heron.
And we can Gust of Wind for cheaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and now the Gust is cheaper. That's true.
And our Karuga's looking great as creatures just stare at each other.
All right. So like worst play here is Cavern Whisperer for them.
I think it's worse if they Chittering Harvester us and make us.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Chittering Harvester. Yeah.
I don't think we block. We're gaining enough life. No. We'd sack the Keensight Mentor, I think, because getting 2 of those triggers isn't probably as worth as these creatures. And I think we're in pretty good shape regardless.
Looks like are they on this sack and search plan?
That's a fun phrase, sack and search. Didn't hear that one before, but it's makes sense. What could they have? They haven't really. I guess they played Bristling Boar, Cunning Nightbonder.
Oh, that card seems out of place in their deck. And whoa. Okay,
they're out of cards. I think we mentor the Heron and just pump probably.
Is that better than playing a 3/6?
Well, we can. Yeah, I guess it's one of the things is like if we think about their top decks, their best top decks are their Harvester and their discard spell. And to play the 3/6, we'd have to play our land, which I don't necessarily want to do because then we play the 3/6 and we have to discard one of our good spells here. So my thought is that just using our onboard guy, making a 4/5 flyer into 3/5 ground blocker, starting to gain 2 life a turn.
I think you're playing scared, Nikolai. You're worried they're going to top deck.
I mean, it's not. Whisperer? I'm playing. I mean, I like just hitting him with a 4/5 as well.
Well, it'll just I'm
fine playing the Vantasaur though.
Let's get Vantasaur down.
I'm actually kind of hoping they top deck the card that makes this card.
I'm sure you do. Yeah, you attack with the Heron.
So we gain 2 life anyway this way.
The thing about this play is that. So what about the top decked Forest though?
I think it was a swamp, wasn't it?
Well, okay, fine, whatever. Couldn't see. So now if we draw a land, we can go Mentor, Gust, Pump, which is exciting.
I really like just using Mentor as much as possible, but that does blow us out from like removal spells and stuff.
But this gets more power and toughness on the board playing the Vantasaur rather than playing Mentor and pumping.
True.
So they're gonna go find some 5-drop.
See, Nightbonder is in place in their deck. It's just a sacrifice tool.
It's good sack fodder for sure.
They're playing hybrid tribal.
Sure.
Yeah, we do not care about that at all. Oh, the Phase Dolphin. I think we still just stick with the Mentor plan. Or we could mentor... I don't think mentoring the Dolphin does that much.
No. Yeah, I think we still play it this turn.
You don't like activating the Mentor?
No, because it's another permanent for Karuga next turn.
Oh, right. That makes sense. I just kind of like adding all the stats to my creatures. I think I use Mentor too aggressively, potentially. Because I just, like, every time I have a Mentor in play, I just want to activate it every turn that it's in play. When I have, like, multiple permanents to buff. But we are...
So now they can find a 6-drop.
They're Chittering Harvester.
This is sort of the awkward interaction with Artisan and Mutate is, like, you want to draw your Mutate stuff. You don't want to... Like, they're not actually, like, netting any advantage right now.
Yeah, they're just kind of setting up, unless they have like a Kogla in their deck or something, which would be terrifying.
So that'd be scary. Why you got to put that voodoo out into the world?
Oh, right. What could they get that's a bad 6-drop? They could get a Vantasaur.
Honey mammoth. Go get a
Honey
honey mammoth.
Honey Mammoth is so much better than if they got a Vantasaur.
How about getting a 3-drop for 6 mana?
We weren't thinking small enough, Ethan. We needed to think
This feels
what
so
could
good.
they actually get. They
This is
upgraded
all we needed.
They
Right,
upgraded
so
the Essence Symbiote into a Farfinder. Oh gosh. So
let's
now
slam Karuga, draw 6.
yeah, that seems good to me.
And now you can finally activate your mentor, Nikolai.
Wow, that was a fantastic draw 6. Oh yeah, let's go, Mentor. Get that massive attack for 4 in. They can quad block this, so we don't attack with that yet. Wow, that was such a good Karuga. Oh my gosh. And we're just gaining like 3 life a turn. Next turn we can...
This is the dream scenario here.
Yeah. It's crazy to think how badly we got destroyed in game 1. Because these games have been so
It's also crazy to think that we just played a game of Limited where we effectively started the game with 7 extra cards in our hand.
Yes, that was also true. We kept 1, 2,
Karuga
3,
is
4, 5, 6,
nuts.
7. Yeah, Karuga is insane. I have been converted to the way of Karuga. The dinosaur hippo. I really like the artwork on Karuga too. It's a bonus.
It's very stoic. Oh no.
I think we get rid of the phase dolphin.
Agreed.
Much less scary when we have a big board of creatures. That will be said. So if we can play this as a flyer, we can play it with the vigilance creature. Definitely want to keep playing lands.
You can Vantasaur and pump once, right?
Yes, that seems.
If 8 mana, I think I like that.
Yeah, it's a reasonable play for sure. Keep getting in with the flyer.
Make sure you activate 4 damage.
Activating mid-combat like a true professional.
Yeah.
Getting
like
all those
boss.
tiny
I would
edges.
expect nothing less from you.
Other than the forget to activate, that's kind of what the second most likely option is. Yesterday I built an entire turn around the fact that I would keep up mana to untap my Glimmerbeld mutate creature, and then I just forgot. So I just had the 2 mana up, and that just hit me for 5 or whatever, instead of me untapping my Archipelagor. So I have been known to make those types of plays. Okay. Nice. We are in that holding state. Oh, yes.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I was like, I'm not sure we are, but we're definitely not now.
I think we put that onto our 5/8.
Sounds good.
Get to hitting them. We need to make sure we don't deck ourselves. We have 17 cards.
You'll be fine.
Not super likely. Okay, and then hit them, activate once. What can we play? We can play this.
Can you play Crystal and then activate twice?
Oh my gosh. Now that we're on the activate plan, you're just like full steam ahead on activating. I like it.
Well, that's why I want to like build out my board first and then figure it out.
9 toughness, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can still block everything. If we just attack with everything though, do they just die?
I don't think there's I think you just do this and then double activate and then they're dead next turn basically.
Yeah. Just always trying to think of if we can kill them this turn. Or like make them chump block with everything this turn. I don't think there's any card they can draw.
They gain 2, but then you're attacking them for 9 in the air, so
I'm thinking like if they played Emergent Ultimatum and 3 cards they found.
Okay.
One of which was Mythos of Snapdack, so we couldn't give them that one.
Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, we could give them Mythos of Snapdacks. Or they had, just like the random outs. Yesterday I was playing against a red-white cycling deck that ruinous ultimatumed me, and I've been scarred ever since, clearly. Just like, oh yeah, got the win. Going on to game 3. Now I'm actually like, that game went so well that it feels like game 3 can't possibly live up to the standards. Okay.
No. Well, they did mulligan to 5 as well.
Yeah, they did.
Play, which is much better, but
yeah. Okay, so we could bring in a Ketria Crystal. I like the Day Squad Marshal in the matchup. Overall seems solid regardless. Vulpikeep might not be the best. especially on the draw.
Um,
Like a crystal.
what do you
might
want to
just
play instead? Like the
crystal. I was
1/6
thinking
or
of the
another
crystal. I
crystal?
was thinking of the crystal. But
Okay.
just
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
because this just gets us more wrecked by Chittering Harvester, and we're not really gonna want to play it.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm down with another crystal.
Let's go. We didn't have any threats we really had to kill that game because we could not have killed them if we needed
Well,
to.
luckily we don't. We have no way to kill threats, so
Yeah, our deck was just functioning optimally with the lack of kill spells that we have become famous for.
Yeah. Be nice to if we can mutate a Cub Warden to get some 1/1s before Chittering Harvester goes off. That feels like a good way for us to
Yeah, that'd be great.
be able to mitigate stuff. Or they just mulligan to 5 again. That's fine. Their deck is very good. Like they have,
Yeah.
I mean, medium good. Like they have Fiend Artisan, they have Harvester, they have the Whisperer. They've got good stuff to mutate onto. They have Blood Curdle, Deadweight. Like we haven't seen what they're splashing blue for yet, have we? We saw Heed Bonder and Alert Heed Bonder, and then we saw the Cunning Night Bonder.
Yeah, I don't think they don't have a ton of like huge creatures. I don't think either. Like they don't have a Honey Mammoth. We know that much because they would have got it with their Fiend Artisan. They kind of got a low to the ground deck, it seems. Probably a keep, though we can mulligan more aggressively.
I would keep, I think. Like
when we start with 5 extra cards in our hand, we can probably afford to mulligan a bit more aggressively.
Sure. So we can mulligan this. This hand isn't great, but it does have the opportunity to play Helical Glider on 3 and then Gust of Wind for 2 or something, or mutate the Heron onto the Glider. So it's not the worst hand. I don't know. I'm inclined to keep more hands unlimited, but I'll defer to you here.
I think this is I think I want to mulligan this hand. It doesn't if we miss on lands with our Karuga deck, like even if we hit our planes, if we miss our 4th land, it just gets really clunky and awkward. And we have so many extra cards from the Karuga. Oh yeah, this hand I think is a decent
functionally the same.
Functionally the same. I like this one a little bit better though.
So we're shipping the Vantasaur?
Yeah, I think so. Like here we have access to more mana consistently. We have both our colors. And I think that's really important. Even though we could get punished by them making us discard stuff. They don't have a 2-drop. That's good for us. I think we could even get rid of the crystal if we wanted to, but I don't think we do at this point.
Yeah, I think I generally just like cycling crystals after Karuga, but before Karuga, that doesn't seem right to me, just because it's gonna replace itself,
Yeah.
So, I think we want to get a. Well, we can play Heron next turn. Yeah, we can crystal.
Yeah, I like crystal.
Okay.
Or we could even depending on if we drew another crystal, we could double crystal because we did side in 2 more crystals. Like we could get another crystal out and glider.
Right, 4 is fine. Quite enough lands.
Yeah, the mutate costs 6 on the chittering.
The what?
On the Chittering Harvester, it costs 6, right? Or
No, it's 5. It's cost 6 initially, but the mutate is 5.
Okay, so we could.
I don't think I want to play around. I think we just be the most mana efficient we can, and
and then hope to draw 2 3-drops next turn or something.
This Heron probably gets killed. Hopefully, it's not by a Harvester, but even then, I think that's not much we can do. We can also think about blocking here. What did we see before that blew us out?
They had Blitz Leech.
How do you feel about blocking here?
I like it. It makes it so they can't mutate onto it.
Yeah, I think I like blocking.
Also, what else are we gonna do to this? We can't answer it with a Helica Glider block.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a good draw.
Oh, nice. So now we get to double 3-drop, and they do nothing.
Yeah, they're clearly going for the Blood Curdle on something play, I think.
Okay.
Nope, never mind.
Nope.
And then we can Karuga even. Draw 3.
Sure.
Up on my hair.
It's fine.
Or we can just.
So let's Heed Bonder. Heed Bonder, activate, and then Wilds to Thin, and then we can Karuga next turn.
Yeah, sounds good. Just had to double check that this wasn't an ability you could only activate during your turn. I don't know why it would be, and I've definitely activated it not on my turn, but that's the fear. Okay, so they're missing land drops, which is good for us. Bad for them.
Yeah, that's a real treat. I would say.
I wonder if they're splashing counter magic. That seems unlikely. I think we just keep playing our cards until
let's play
we
Day Squad Marshal.
Absolutely have to.
Pump attack with the Heat Bonder. This is a oh man, I love Kruger so much.
Best of 3 is so satisfying too, because when you lose the first game and then you get to get your revenge in the next game, it's like primo. Wheeling that Keensight Mentor in pack 1 was like a huge, really clutch for our deck. I wonder if they weren't anticipating us to block the Bristling Boar. Like they thought it was okay, but then it just really wasn't. Because like they might just have the 4 mana and make us discard card.
So we Vantasaur attack with everybody.
Yeah, Vantasaur is really good in our deck. Everybody except the Keensight.
Except for the Keensight and Pump.
This is looking great for us. Alert Heat Bonder is so clutch.
It's so good. I didn't really believe how, like, I hadn't played against it, and then when I played with it, I was like, oh no, this is the truth.
Exactly, especially because against like certain decks, like when you're playing a deck that's trying to like incrementally chip in and then burn them out with a Zenith Flare, and they start gaining 2 to 3 life every turn, you're just like, how do I ever win?
It's very tough.
Yeah, I think I underrated this card pretty severely at the beginning of the format, and it's been a big mover up for me.
Yeah, I was just like, I met like all the. It's tough because they're not all created equal. Oh wow.
Beating Vivian.
We're gonna get to kill Vivian, so that's fun.
The power of teamwork.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's 2 players against 1 here.
Yeah, it's clear.
Oh my god.
We don't even need Karuga now. They're just dead on board. 5.
Are they really?
9.
Yeah, 13. So you just bounce the 3/3.
Hit face. Yeah.
I mean, you can just, but you just could though. You could Karuga and draw 5.
That's just adding insult to injury. Unnecessary taunting. They're tapped out of mana. They have nothing on board. Just like, let's just draw 5 just to be sure.
Yeah.
I like that mentality. That's the mentality of champions right there.
Exactly.
It's funny because I feel like every like content producer / like commentator, or like almost all of them, just are dedicated card draw fanatics. Like everyone just loves drawing cards and playing control decks or sweet dirtily decks. There needs to be
this deck isn't dirtily. It's not dirtily. It just doesn't do anything until turn 3.
It's just playing a bunch of 1/4s, waiting for 10 turns, and then playing an infinite card draw engine. It's not dirtily.
That's not dirtily. We have a great curve. It just doesn't start until 3.
This is how we define a companion matchup against Luris.
Luris, okay. Hopefully keyword big isn't too slow against Luris. We must have to mulligan this.
Yes. Yeah, we'll keep this one now. Heat Bonder is not the best. I mean, it's still one we'll keep over the Wingfold Terron, but
yeah,
it's hard. I mean, the Catch Tree Crystal getting green really does help with that. Okay, Luris.
And we also, if we don't draw land number 3, then we probably cycle the crystal, unfortunately. I don't know how you feel about like that gives us 2 looks at a land versus if we miss. Okay.
I will say that even though Karuga is my joking nemesis, Luris is my actual nemesis. I don't think I've ever beaten a Luris deck. No, I beat one before people had figured out how to draft it well. Oh, yes. It looks like they're going to miss their second land. Oh, never mind. Dang. I was so excited for that for some reason.
Scorpion. Yeah, I would cycle the crystal here, I think.
Let's get those land drops going. Yes.
All right. So links first, yeah.
Yeah, so we can get a vigilance counter on it.
Hope that opponent doesn't find their dead weight.
Oh yeah, dead weight is a nightmare. Not really. Our deck is fine against dead weight in general, but the Frostlings isn't. The battle of expensive versus cheap. Constructed all-star matchup here.
Yeah, I mean the problem for us is that we have absolutely no way to remove Luris from the battlefield.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that. I didn't realize that you explained it to me, but still. Oh my gosh, I didn't even consider. Oh, that's so bad. Let's hope
once it sticks, it's just like gonna draw our opponent 2 cards or a card an additional card every game, but
Yeah, that's really bad. We'll just not kill any of their threats. That's the solution.
that's the solution. Seems pretty good to me.
Okay, we
Uh,
could mentor onto the Dreamtail Heron on to protect from deadweight and also to set up a good card draw so we can keep hitting lands.
I think I'm actually into that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also mana efficient and it also lets us like. I think
Get it.
we want to keep drawing cards if we can.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, maybe we want to like start hitting them too.
I think we want to attack as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the vigilance is going to start
Okay.
gaining us life. Our strategy against Lurrus is just to never trade with any of their cards and just have nothing
Right.
go to the graveyard ever. It's going to be
Uh-huh.
amazing. Plan acquired. Just in the back of my head, I'm just praying for no Curdle.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Bootnipper's been an interesting card for me in this format. I thought I would choose Death Touch like every time, but I've actually started choosing Lifelink a decent amount, and it's been pretty solid for me as like a way to gain life early against the more aggressive decks. Like if I see my opponent play like a Mountain on turn 1, and I play Bootnipper on turn 2, I'm like I have some ways to like mutate onto it later. I'm like relatively inclined to just pick Lifelink so that I have like a buffer of life to make it harder for them to flare me or something like that.
Yeah.
Here, I think we just land. We could. This is one of those times where I would be tempted to play Karuga as just a 2-for-1, but I feel like that's not even that good, and that
That
just
doesn't seem that great to me.
getting
Yeah,
heat
I
on.
think the question is, do we want to play Keensight Mentor so that Heron has Vigi this turn? Or do we want to... And then next turn, if we can Oddity and have Pump up, or we could Heed Bonder and start gaining 2. Like, the best play would be to Oddity this turn, and then next turn we draw Plains, and then we can double spell.
Yeah, which is a little unreliable.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like playing
But it's
Heat
not
Bonder,
the...
and then next turn we
Okay.
can cycle to give the Heat Bonder flying as well, and give this thing vigilance, and then we're just kind of gaining bunch of life, and they can't really race us.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, okay.
Because Heat
But
Bonder,
my only thing is I'm not convinced that we're cycling Avian Oddity, just because like I think we
yeah,
want more permanence on the board.
yeah, that could be
But
true.
I don't hate getting Heat Bonder down early and trying to start to gain life here.
Yeah, the double
I
white
don't
is really tricky
think
on
I'm
it
attacking with Heron at this point.
because we really need to be able to
Like
block Luris.
if you attack with Heron and then they remove Heat Bonder and then they gain 3 with the Luris attack, I think we're in a bad spot.
Yeah, that is true. Huh. They didn't play the Luris for immediate value, which oftentimes will happen, but I don't know if they have ways for it to gain immediate value in the near future if they're...
Yeah, which is good for us.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, you really want like Sleeper Dart or the Springjaw Trap.
Yeah, or dead weights are really good, but we don't...
Right, Deadweights are great, but actually not great against us right now.
Yeah. And against our deck in general, we don't have a ton of 2 toughness cards. We have a lot of 1/4s and stuff. Okay, so they're attacking with their Luris.
I mean, I think you double block.
That's what I was thinking as well. We just need to get it off the board.
Like,
I wonder what they have. Well, we'll find out.
we'll find out.
Not gonna have to wonder for long.
If it's Divine Arrow, it just kills 1.
Yeah.
If it can't be like Void Beckoner to give it Death Touch.
It could be fight as 1, which doesn't sound great.
If fight is 1, that's fine. That's a 1/1.
Oh yeah.
+1/+1 and lifelink. I don't care about that.
That was really good for us. It already has lifelink.
And then what? And then what? Nothing. Wow. That's great.
Yes. The
Maybe
double
they have
block.
Corpse Turn or something to get it back, but that's
Yeah, call.
Call. Okay. All right, that's bad. That's bad. But still okay. So now it has what? Menace and Death Touch?
Yes.
Menace, Death Touch, Lifelink.
So we're not blocking it anytime soon. So I think we just go for the vigilance plan. We think we could put,
So then we play Vantasaur, right?
yeah.
And I think you attack with the Heat Bonder. Well, yeah.
They'll just
no,
jump.
because then they just block with Scorpion and then replay it. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna be gaining a decent amount of life.
Okay. Yeah, if next turn we can go land and then we can Oddity, Vigilance on the Oddity, start gaining 3 every turn.
Yeah, we can just, and then we start growing our oddity.
And then Karuga can refill our hand.
Yeah.
Oof. Loris is tough.
Luris is tough for sure. It's much worse against like heavy removal decks like red black with a bunch of fire prophecies and
Yeah.
stuff. But even
Or
against
dead
those,
weight.
even against those decks, there's ways to get Luris back. The
Mm-hmm.
Luris decks are just actually pretty good, which I didn't expect going into the format.
No, I didn't either. Wow, that's
Wow.
aggro. I'm fine with that, I think.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
It takes 7.
They're just kind of giving this Luris all the keyword abilities.
Yeah.
If they play the Ozolith now, then I'll be really impressed.
Oh.
Oh yes, I think we could actually capture sphere it in good faith.
I mean, yeah, there's not much else that we're doing against it. I mean, it's pretty awkward with the rest of what we got going on, but
We could also take this turn to Keensight Mentor and cycle Avian Oddity onto our Atlantosaur or something.
I think we just want Oddity as a body that can pick up the counter. I think I like Capture Sphere, the Luris, and attacking doesn't really accomplish anything.
Yeah, attacking just lets them replay this next turn and ding us for 2, so.
That feels bad.
Yeah, at least we did draw the Capture Sphere and makes our Karuga a little bit better.
That's true. Hope that they don't have a, what's it called? Mutual Destruction.
Bone Splinters plus.
Yeah.
And they are going to stop gaining life, which is nice.
Right.
Ah, Corpse Churn.
Oh, that's great. Okay, you get what? You can replay main serval. Fine.
Yeah.
Or wait, what do they just get back main serval? Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't even get any additional value.
Yeah.
No other creatures in the bin.
Yeah,
Okay.
our strategy can be to deck them. Actually, we're going to draw too many cards to deck them, but okay.
They might. I don't know, who knows?
Okay, we're just going to take it.
Yep.
Now we can attack them back, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like attacking with Scorpion might be a bit aggro, but I can respect it.
And something else?
The game becomes really interesting when you have little removal. Okay, so now we just double
There
spell.
we go. So now we get to Oddity plus Mentor. Start gaining 3 a turn.
Yep. Do you want to attack with either of these creatures? Into 3 mana?
I'm a little. I guess what am I scared of? I don't.
Divine
I
Arrow?
feel like I don't. I don't think we. Yeah, Divine Arrow would be very bad. So
Yeah.
I think I just like Mentor on the Oddity, and then let's start gaining 3 a turn and
Pumping our stuff.
Set up for a good Karuga next turn.
Yeah, Karuga draw 5, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, opponent, we're out of cards. We have no cards in our hand. Whatever will we do?
All done.
There's no hope for us. Save yourself, opponent. Take your 3 cards and run. Oh gosh, they have the Night Bonder. It's too good.
Good God. Okay, sure.
Why is everyone playing Night Bonder?
Why is everyone playing Night Bonder all of a sudden?
They're like, well, it's got text on it.
I guess it is a 2-drop.
Yeah, it's got a lot of text on it. Just not really relevant text. I wonder how many times people have been like wrecked by the can't be countered clause on Night Bonder, like for the other creatures.
I didn't know until about a week ago that was text on that card. Oh my God, Easy Prey is just stone dead against the Karuga deck.
Yes, the value. Oh my gosh,
straight up dead. Attack with sure.
We have so much vigilance.
You can Keensight Mentor, bounce off the Scorpion.
Oh, good idea. Do we want to risk it getting killed?
Yeah,
we can pump
I think so. I think that's fine. If that gets a Divine Arrow out of their hand, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we have a lot of vigilance to attack with, I guess.
I guess it can't be Lurking Deadeye, so.
Oh yes. Do we play the Karuga? Drawing 5. I think
let's draw 5. I think we can
drawing
draw
6 is a little bit greedy, maybe. Just a tad. Just a touch.
This also we can also now have Mentor activation as well.
Oh yes.
Gas. How about
we could give our Karuga vigilance?
We can give Karuga vigilance. we can just play. I think we just play Farfinder. It's another Vigi creature, and it gets us a land so that we can keep making land drops next turn.
Yeah, we could, and then we can like mentor Cub Warden onto Oddity to like gain even more life.
Yeah.
We have a lot of white cards. Let's just get planes. Okay, we still have 18 cards in deck.
Attack with Oddity.
Yeah, let's just do that. This is going way better than I thought it would go. We're gaining like 5 life a turn. This card is so good.
Lord Heatbonder is nuts, dude.
In our deck, this is the best Heatbonder deck I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, we wheeled the Keensight Mentor from the first pack. We have like 2 Farfinders that are just great, 2 Vantasaurs.
I mean, this is we're really paving the way here for blue-white vigilance Karuga companion. This is a classic archetype.
Yeah, this is the way you're supposed to draft blue-white. You just play blue-white vigilance with a like no 2-drops.
Okay. So, what do you want to do this turn?
I kind of want to get Cub Warden onto the Oddity, but I don't think that's a huge priority. I also kind of want to just play more Vigilant stuff and then activate this thing.
Yeah, I kind of like just Vantasaur activate or like Mentor onto Karuga and then start to have double activation. But I think I like this. Cub Warden onto the Oddity feels like eggs in basket a little bit to me because Oddity is already like we're gaining a bunch of life. We don't need Oddity to do anything other than what it's already doing. Like they're already incentivized to take care of it.
Yeah, look how much power and toughness we're adding. We're adding like 5 counters.
That's 5 counters. And that's what you want your mentors to be doing.
Yeah, this is the baseline for a mentor. This is the worst case scenario for a mentor. Exactly. When you see this card in the pack, you just have to think, is putting 5 counters onto my creatures for 2 mana worth the card?
Is this good? If so, why?
If so, why? Yeah, Keensight Mentor, absolutely legendary.
I feel like even if we won 2 in this league, I feel like I've done my job in showing you the power of Karuga.
Yeah, I honestly, the first time I companioned Karuga, it was in ranked and it went 6-3, but it was like an ugly 6-3. And my deck was like bad. Like I think I had Karuga and I had Yorion, which might sound good until you realize that my Karuga deck, like, I don't know, the big payoff for my deck was like a Wingfold Terran, so I had like 3 of those in my deck. Ooh. So I think we just want to save that to tap down their Death Toucher on a key turn. But for now, we can just...
Could that key turn be this turn?
Oh, shoot, we have 2 of these guys. The second one was hiding below the first one. 4, 8, 11...
Like, what if you Lynx, Mentor Karuga, and then attack with everybody?
They'll have Chump on Karuga, Chump here, Chump here. They'll take 4...
They're gonna take 1 million. Just
7.
Math is for blockers, Nikolai.
I'm learning so much. All these different... This is the value that is provided. Oh, and it doesn't untap next turn either. Oh my gosh.
And then Mentor Karuga and then activate with the other Mentor and jam.
Oh, the mana works out almost perfectly.
And this is another, like, I mean, I think perhaps, for folks out there going like, oh, why, like, wow, you really think you wanted to run 18 lands plus 2 Farfinders plus 2 crystals? Like, we're tapping out every turn.
Yeah, we are using our mana efficiently. And they just concede. Oh, yes.
Ooh, baby.
They didn't get a single card back with Luris. Not one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness. That is actually hilarious. Okay. The only change we could consider is like crustacean or something, which it doesn't seem great.
I don't hate that as a way to... So what is that? That lets us bounce off of... Let's give us another card to bounce off of Scorpion and another card that can block Luris, but it doesn't kill Luris.
I kind of want to cut the Vulpikeet again. I just don't think it's really what our deck is.
How do you feel about cutting Gust of Wind?
Cutting Gust of Wind. I guess all their permanents are super cheap.
Yeah, it just like doesn't feel like we're gaining any tempo with that card. And like if we could bounce our thing from under a pacifism, sure, but we can't even do that.
Yeah, we can't bounce our own stuff.
So I kind of like swapping Gust for like Crustacean
That sounds good to me.
um
I like it.
or the 3/4 flyer, but probably the 4-drop is better.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
We have decent ways to push through damage in the late game. Also, especially against Lurrus, we're never getting a mana advantage. It's not like they're going to mutate 3 things together and then we bounce them all. Or they play like a 6-drop.
I don't think right. There's no mutate creatures that cost 2.
Dang, you're right. Can you imagine how busted that'd be if there was like a mutate card that like drew you a card that only cost 2 to mutate?
That would, I mean, Parcel Beast only costs
Parcel
2 to
Beast.
mutate, but
Oh,
you still can't put it in a Lurrus deck.
My mind went into calculation mode and thought of Parcel Beast like half a second after you said it. I was like, oh, Parcel Beast. Yeah, right as you said it. Parcel Beast on turn 2 is really always feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Until your opponent attacks you with it on turn 3, and then you feel like you have hope.
Got our best card in the matchup.
Whew, Heatbonder hype.
What, did our opponent mull? No.
3, 4, 5, 6. No, they did not. Oh, second best card.
That's right.
The Mentor has been so good. Pick 9 for the win.
Cycle in that leak.
I think I've cast more Inspiring Vantasaurs in this draft than I have ever cast. I don't think I've even cast it outside of this draft. Like, I've had it in my deck multiple times and just never cast it. Maybe I cast it a singular time, but I'm not even sure on that one. So
it'll be interesting what they do, but I think our plan is probably like
they just run out the Lurrus.
Just dangling Lurrus. That makes me want to. What does that make me want to do?
Do we cycle this? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
On turn 4, we can use it to double spell.
Turn 5.
Turn 5, yeah.
So
we could Heatbonder to get the life train rolling.
I think I want to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't
Heatbonder into Farfinder.
I don't think we block.
No, I wouldn't block.
They have that card that gives +1/+1 in lifelink that they tried to hit us with last time.
Yeah.
And we don't really care about their life total as much. We'll just try to alpha strike them later.
Right. We just care about our own life total. That's the big whammy.
That's the name of the game.
I also think against someone we've seen multiple memory leaks from, it is, I think getting Heatbonder down first is important too.
Yeah.
So so now what do we want to do?
Do we just cast Volpakite?
And then we can give Crystal and give it Vigilance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Crystal's been really good.
The crystals, I think, are really important for Karuga decks.
Were we supposed to attack them this turn?
I don't think so. It's just, I mean, I know we didn't see Divine Arrow. It just feels like
unnecessary.
Heatbonder is too important to our game plan to like, as you just said, their life total doesn't matter. Like them being at 21 here, yippee! Like that's not how we're winning the game.
Mm-hmm. They haven't played their Scorpions yet. Their Cunning Nightbonder is something they could have. I'm always ready for the Nightbonder now. I used to never fear the Nightbonder, but now Nightbonder's always on my mind.
Yeah, that's the hot tech today on May 6th.
Yeah, 2 straight opponents just roaring in with those Nightbonders. I wonder if they've ever ambushed a 1/1. That's got to feel great if your opponent doesn't expect it.
Right.
I know I've ambushed Farfinders with Nightbonder before.
This Karuga is just gonna draw so many cards.
You're already.
I'm like already salad. I'm just like already like. Oh.
I could like.
You're just next turn Crystal into Mentor. Following turn Farfinder Frostlinks.
Just daydreaming. It's like I'm
just like salivating right now.
Just like Karuga's like the perfect card to have when you're as a guest because it's just so much value.
It's so much value, dude.
I can hear the tears in your voice. Oh, the crystal coming down. Another Vigilance guy. Yeah, I think we can attack with Volpakite though. It doesn't really matter for our strat, and we're fine.
Right. If they Divine Arrow that's fine.
Yeah. Opponent's having flashbacks. They're like, oh no. The Mentor.
We haven't reached our final form yet.
We have not. We haven't even come close. We still have 3 cards to deploy before we play Karuga.
Uh-huh.
Get like infinite value. Oh, they did have Divine Arrow. Ha!
Ooh, that feels good.
Ooh, dodged a bullet on that one.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
And now it feels like we can, like, if they attack with Lurrus, we can block with Mentor. Like, you want to kill? You want to do your +1 whatever nonsense? Fine.
Yeah, because then we have like
I think, right?
stuff.
Like,
yeah, if they want to get that out of their hand. Though we are about to play another Vigilance creature.
okay, we can take 3. I don't feel strongly about it.
Yeah, they don't really have anything else to do with the +1/+1
The
card.
Fangs is kind of bad, and then it's a 4/3, which is kind of tough for us to deal with. So I don't mind waiting. Like, we can like we probably go Farfinder, land, Frostlinks, the officer. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Take action. Get a island. Play island, Frostlinks. And then we can trade Frostlinks with Lurrus, no problemo. Or we can double block with Mentor and Frostlinks.
right? Yeah.
I don't think we attack again.
I think we don't either. Yeah.
It just gains us 2 life a turn. It's just so good. We're gonna draw 5 cards off of our oh my gosh, the non-attack. They could have had the Nightbonder. Oh my goodness.
Nightbonder plus, yeah.
The horror. Nightbonder is scary. I once had a Nightbonder like just go the distance for me because I had, I think, 2 copies of the 3-mana counterspell. I had 4 Essence Scatters, and I just played Nightbonder on turn 2 when I had 5 counters in my hand. I just knew it would get there. Okay, so I think we double block here.
So you want to go Mentor Frostlinks on the Lurrus?
Yeah.
I agree.
Just get him out of here. He is kind of an annoying card.
What is? What wrecks us here?
Oh, the Fangs.
Yes, we've seen that before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then and another Call the Death Dweller.
Corpse Churn.
Fine.
I feel like they wanted to do that. Oh, I guess they wanted to get their Lurrus back.
They want to get Lurrus back, yeah.
Yeah, they
Makes
have,
sense.
and they can finally get a permanent.
Zenith Healer, that's fine.
They can get value. Oh my gosh, all the value they can get from this Lurrus. Okay, we can draw 4 off Karuga. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Do you want to play Karuga or do you want to just keep waiting?
I kind of want to. I kind of just want to wilds and play Heron here.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Or we could mutate Heron onto Farfinder.
What does that accomplish? It draws us 1 less card with
well,
Karuga.
let's us attack. We draw 1 less card with Karuga. So yeah, I think I just like playing Heron.
We draw 1 more with the Heron by using the Heron though.
Right, that's true. For as just in play with Karuga, I think we just play Heron. We're in no rush to play Karuga here.
Yeah, and also this diversifies our threats. If they kill if they killed the dual thing, we gain less life with our.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Right. If we mutate onto the Farfinder and then they kill it, then that's 1 less Vigi thing for us to gain off the Heatbonder.
Yeah.
It's just doing so much work again.
I wonder how much life it's gained us over the course of this entire draft. Like,
I mean, it gained us
like
a buckets. We have like 5 Vigi
buckets
creatures
on a scale of 1 to buckets. How
Just
much
buckets.
life has your Heatbonder gained you today?
Yeah.
Get your Heatbonders working for you. Oh my gosh, Farfinder is so clutch in every deck. The blue-white Vigilance no 2-drops deck clearly prioritizes Farfinder. It's one of the premier commons, actually.
I mean, it's the best common in the deck, I think.
Yeah. Capture Sphere might be more important, but Farfinder's better. Oh, they're getting
Lurrus, then they get another healer.
Oh, yeah.
You think that's value? I'm introduced my friend Karuga.
Oh my gosh. Is Karuga the most Ethan card in the set?
It's a really good question. I do think, like, yeah, 3 drop, 3 drop. Okay.
Yeah. Did you really? Are you really like that disappointed that we didn't draw it?
I'm disappointed. We're only drawing 5 here. That's kind of disappointing.
Let's just leave up one of each color because there's no reason to tap us out of white. I have no idea why our deck would do that. It just kind of wanted to. Oh yeah, no big deal. Just drew 5.
This is terrible. So bad.
That was bad. Yeah.
Heron onto the Farfinder.
Yeah.
And start attacking for 3.
Yeah, now we can do that.
Or sorry, we can attack for 6 actually.
Oh yeah. Draw another card. I keep checking our deck to make sure we don't run out of cards. But like, there's no way we run out of cards.
Everyone's always so worried about decking in limited.
When I draw 5
it just
cards,
so rarely happens.
When I draw 5 cards, I immediately just check. I'm like, did I almost kill myself? My opponent cast a Strength of the Pack or whatever that card's called, the one that lets you look at the top 5 and take all the creatures. When they had 10 cards in their deck, and they hit 5 creatures off of it, so they decked themselves that game before they could kill me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was hilarious for me, not so hilarious for them. Okay, so they do have this guy, which is annoying. I think they're gonna just tap our guy.
Yeah, so probably just like
play phase, play day squad, hold up crustacean. I don't know how much mana we have. I just kind of assumed we had infinite mana at this point.
Yeah, we've got what, 10? So we could phase Link's day squad if we wanted. Not sure we do. You may want to save Link's.
Yeah, we might want to get in a big hit.
Wait, did they just let you go to attacks? They're gonna let you attack with Heron?
Yeah, I guess they did. Nice.
No, they're tanking unless they. This is your beginning of combat.
I can't wait to draw our next Keensight Mentor. It's gonna start helping us close the game. Oh, they're tapping that guy.
Tap the Heed Bonder? What? Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
This has been some of the grindiest games because like we just kind of do our own thing and wait for the opponent. Play Phase Dolphin.
Probably save Links, do you think?
Yeah, save Links.
Okay.
I thought we had 1 extra land, so I could have played the Crustacean instead of the Dolphin. No mana efficiency.
I'm not sure that matters.
Yeah, 1/6 versus 1/4. We're representing our neutralize this way.
Exactly.
Don't even have it. Opponent has no idea.
The counterspell we kept in against the aggro Lurrus deck.
Yes. The 3 mana counter. Oh,
why did they tap the Heed Bonder? Okay.
Oh, yes. They say good
now
game.
It's... oh.
Ooh, they don't even need to see it. It's like they're stream sniping the recording. They're just like, wow, you drew Keensight Mentor? I guess I gotta concede now.
Oh, man. This deck, Nikolai. This is... I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, this is a primo deck. This is like... There's always that fear that the deck that you're guesting for is just going to be like some... like repetitive red-white cycling deck that's just like very very classic red-white cycling, but this is like a spicy one that plays like epic games because we have no removal. It's a good one.
Yeah, I just feel like we've got like 2 wins. I'm fine if we, you know, I would like to win the finals. That would give me 2 max win guest appearances.
I know.
I feel like there's a lot on the line here. When
Ben was guesting after you had guested, he got very competitive on making sure we got to 7 wins because we were at like something like 4-1. He's like, we really need to get up to 7 wins. I have to make sure I equal him at least.
Oh my god, hit one of the many things that unites us is our like incredible try hard mode, no matter the stakes.
I remember when we got to round 7, you were like, has anyone you've ever had as a guest gotten to 7 wins? We have to win this game. I'm just thinking, I mean, I will say Quarter Calls did get the 3-0 when he was a guest. So
I know.
Well, we're playing against Gigantha.
Can't compete with Alex.
That's a keeper. Nice little value hand. Gigantha's irritating.
Gigantha
no value.
Is irritating for sure. Yeah, right. But does Gigantha draw you 16 cards? I don't think so.
I don't think so. We don't have our heat bonder, but you know, can't always draw the
Okay,
heat
we'll
bonders.
get there.
Sometimes you have to
Okay.
draw the heat bonder in the middle stages to help you feel more accomplished. Make you accomplish it without the heat bonder.
Have you played with Gigantha before?
I have played with Gigantha like once or something. I always play
Hmm.
against it, and they always play red white cycling, and then I'm like, why do they just get to have Gigantha in their red white cycling deck? Because when I see
Yeah.
Gigantha, I think, oh, let's do it, all the sweet cards in one deck, and
The
then
problem is that like all the sweet cards are
yeah,
ultimatums, which you
yeah.
can't
I think of
cast.
yeah, I think that, and then I get past multiple ultimatums, and I'm like, wow, we really can't do anything with this card.
Hmm.
Okay, do we just play Crystal or do we play Mentor?
I think I like. I think I like Mentor better
Yeah, we need to draw some action at some point. I agree with that.
because Crystal's not actually enabling anything. Crystal enables a second Crystal next turn. That's about it. I guess it enables like a 5-drop. I don't know. I think I just like playing the 1/4, assuming that like it soaks up the coil bug damage.
Oh,
Oh, a
that's
life linking coil bug.
this is a huge problem. This is the type of card where when you have no removal, just like
Come on, we got capture sphere for that, baby. Don't worry.
oh yeah, we've got that capture sphere. We'll find it eventually. Ooh, oddity.
So I think I'll just jam oddity here.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't accidentally cycle it.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem with the cards that are the same. Like Valiant Rescuer, I'm always terrified. I'm like, it costs 2 to cycle and 2 to play. Please don't cycle this.
Yeah, I saw you almost cast a hampering snare, except you didn't have blue mana.
Yeah,
I was
definitely
like,
almost did that.
I was like, wait, can you imagine if you just accidentally had a blue mana and just like cast it?
That'd
Sick.
be
My
terrible.
opponent had a sick play to stay alive against me, where they like had one of the triromes in their cycling deck, and then they cast a hampering snare against me, which just completely blindsided me. They were doing it as a desperation last ditch effort to stay alive, so they still lost. But like, I was actually rooting for them to like hit their double cycler, kill me with their insane Zenith Flare mechanics. Oh no.
Oh wow, now they can boot nipper lifelink and pump up both. Ooh, all right.
The Battle of Vigilance versus Lifelink.
So ideally we draw a 3-drop here, so we can crystal 3-drop and then set up for a Karuga next turn.
Can I interest you in a
I'll
crystal?
take it. Crystal.
The mentors are so good, especially the 2-mana ones. They're so easy to hold up.
I think you got a attack with your 2/4 here because we're not blocking. Oh, actually, I guess we could double block the. We could double block Boot Nipper and kill it. So I guess we chill.
Yeah. Also, their life total is so irrelevant. We need to find Capture Sphere to deal with this mentor.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That is the problem with not having removal.
Wow, this is just the great mentor matchup in the finals here. The mentor companion finals.
These are just clear archetypes that have been defined. Black-green is just the Gigantha deck.
Mm-hmm.
Gigantha just will wheel around the table until it finds a black-green lifelink player to call home. Wow, this is... Our hand really did kind of shape up here. We're going to draw 4 cards.
Crystal. We even have the option, even if we draw a 3-drop, we can 3-drop Karuga, which is nice. I do think you double on the Boot Nipper, right?
Yeah, we have to kill it. It could end badly, but...
Yeah, this can end badly, but I think we have to do it. They're also like incentivized to get a creature off our side of the battlefield, I think. I don't know. Don't cycle Void Beckoner, please.
They don't have Void Beckoner. Why would they have Void Beckoner?
I don't know.
Get wrecked. Haha. No, I'm just sending positivity out into the world. You were calling my voodoo negative earlier, so I have to invoke positive voodoo.
That's right.
Ooh.
Oh, and we got the 3-drop. Oh, baby.
That's the positivity. Let's go. Draw 4, no big deal. Capture Sphere.
Yeah.
Gust of Wind. Oh, that's
good. Gust resets the coil bug.
Oh, yes. Who's not good interaction now? Gust of Wind.
Yeah.
Clutchness. We even have a flyer to make it cost less.
Oh my god.
And we can make Vulpikeet onto the Phase Dolphin a flyer. Oh my gosh. So we can make Karuga unblockable. Oh my gosh, this game is turning around.
That was it. It happens to be good when you draw 5 extra cards.
Of these 4, I mean, these were perfect cards too. Look at these beautiful 4 cards, like Gust of Wind to get rid of the coil bug. Oh, the synergy. I don't think we want to trade the. Do we? I don't think we'd trade Karuga for a coil bug here because we're gonna gust it.
I would if we didn't draw Gust, but yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need to now.
We thought Capture Sphere was the only answer.
Oh my god.
Just have to get rid of that lifelink counter. Spend your mana pumping it, opponent. Do it. I'm ready. We're ready. Pepino 23.
Don't you just cast Gigantha here like every time?
Yeah, probably. No blocks. They probably have the sudden spinnerets, and they were hoping we'd block. That's just.
Oof, that would have been a blowout.
Yeah, it would have been really bad. I just my mind just kind of defaults to what would the biggest blowout be. They just have it. That's why they didn't cast Gigantha. They just have sudden. They could have done it with Humble Naturalist.
Wait, hold on. What's in their graveyard? Anything? They don't even have mana for Back for More. It's just Boot Nipper. What the heck?
My opponent Back for More did Boot Nipper the other day.
So this is Blood Curdle.
Looks like it.
Oh, it is Spinnerets, right? They're hoping that we attack. No, but they could have still cast Gigantha. So do we start with Flyer,
Gust? I like
Bounce, that. And do we want to play Glider or Vulpikeet?
I think we might want to give Phase Dolphin Vulpikeet buff so we can attack with Karuga and it, but that might just be.
I'm so nervous to mutate into like removal.
Yeah, true. True.
So I like leading on Glider here and then see what's up.
I wonder why it's a Nightmare Squirrel. There's nothing to indicate that it's a nightmare, other than squirrels themselves are just inherently kind of nightmarish.
Oh no! Don't tap. Let's just tap blue for that.
Oh right.
I guess in case if he bonder, I guess we have planes in hand. It doesn't matter.
Get out of here, Durable Coil Bug.
Okay. That is Dees.
'Tis Dees, they
so
say.
what else could they have?
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. What do we want to start?
I think I just want to attack with Karuga. What is the worst they could have here?
I think we attack with Karuga and then play Vulpikeet post-combat.
I agree. I'm in for that.
And then
he doesn't want to mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, he does not want to mentor.
I have learned so much in so little time. We don't even have a vigilance creature, so what would we mentor anyway? Well, this mentor.
I thought you wanted to play the other mentor, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really going to town.
I really do. It's a deep-seated desire. Oh gosh. They're gonna kill it with their. They're gonna have three sudden spinnerets.
Oh, Lurking Deadeye. Okay.
Oh.
Lurking Deadeye makes sense.
Yeah. Oh well. Goodbye, Karuga. You did your job.
That's totally fine. Yeah, Karuga has done
admirably.
Very admirably.
And we're gonna have double Keensight Mentor to just buff the heck out of whatever creature we choose.
Or what? Oh no. Okay, then we could bounce it. I was like, no. Yeah, it has to be Deadeye. I would be very surprised if it was anything else.
Can you imagine if they just brought back Coilbug this turn?
That's what I was gonna say, but it's already in their hand.
Oh right.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good call.
I mean, that's gonna get us at some point anyway. The problem is now we probably have to
double block.
Trade with Glider.
You don't want to just double block with 1/4s?
Well, I don't want to lose my Keensight Mentor, I don't think.
I don't think they're going to kill the Keensight Mentor.
You don't?
We don't have a Vigilance creature.
Right. Phase Dolphin good?
No. I'm just a gambler, and I think it'd be really funny to see which one they killed.
Right.
Oh no, the Coilbug has it again!
Double Mentor. This is the Mirror Breaker.
Oh my gosh, it is. Because we get to put... Oh, it's 2 Mentors versus 2 Mentors. Oh, the next level play.
Who would win? I think the Lifelink would win.
Ooh. Now the question. I think we probably just trade the Helica Glider. Now that they have 2 Mentors, we have to be responsible. But it would be absolutely hilarious if we double blocked and they killed the Phase Dolphin. And then we just pile onto the Vulpikeet, I think.
Yeah, I think so. start getting in. Where are our Vantasaurs at?
Yeah, where are you, Vantasaur or Farfinder? Pretty much anything with vigilance. Heat Bonder.
Heat Bonder's the dream, but
So they're gonna have a 4/4, and then we're gonna have a 5/6. We're like slightly behind on the.
we're slightly behind. That's the problem, yeah.
We might have
But
to.
like any chunky thing gets us there.
Yeah, and there's way more vigilance in our deck than probably lifelink in theirs, I'd have to assume, because lifelink just isn't.
There's also like there's threat of activation. Like I don't. My guess is they like attack here. They may not double pump, so like we may be able to pull ahead. Because like if you're them, you want to play Gigantha this turn, right?
Yeah, it's just a double pump race. We both have 2 mentors, but we have a lot of other vigilance in our deck. Or they can just pump a single time. Yeah, I don't think we block here.
I don't think so either.
Unless we like wanted to block with a phase dolphin, but that seems bad. Phase dolphin just in case we wanted to force.
I mean, we could double block and force.
I think we're just so fine keeping our Vulpikeet because they have other cards they want to cast probably, and we have way more mana than them. So like if they have to double pump every turn, then we can also we were just more likely to draw like reasonable spells that we'd also want to use. Like I think they pump a single time and then play Gigantha probably.
That's my guess too. Yeah.
And all of a sudden our Vulpikeet has turned the corner.
Oh, which is actually kind of interesting. Like we could block with Phase Dolphin there and be like, "Hey, do you want to burn your turn?"
The reason I
didn't Phase Dolphin.
I think it's good for us that they do this though. Is why I didn't want to do that. Like I considered it, but then it's like we're incentivizing bad behavior. Okay, that was a bad draw. Just gonna straight up say that one.
I don't think you activate now.
Oh, why not?
Do you like? I mean, it's possible that look if they have removal for Vulpikeet and then our only blocker is Phase Dolphin,
we're just gonna chump.
Isn't that bad? And that's really bad.
I mean, it's a chump no matter what, though, right? If they have removal for this, they can attack us. It's not like we can trade with anything.
All right, yeah, you're right.
And now we can actually be bigger than the Coil Bug, so they can't even attack us if they don't have removal. This is bigger than you, Vulpikeet. It's bigger than all of us. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna get an 11th out, so we have decent odds of drawing a reasonable card. Vantasaur would be pretty clutch here. Any vigilance card, even a Farfinder, just to start getting double value out of our mentors. The fact that they had a second mentor as well is kind of funny, because we were both in the same spot, where we had a mentor but nothing of the keyword.
Maybe that means they also have no removal, which would be good for us.
Yeah, them having no removal is definitely the play.
Like, they're not tanking here if they have a removal spell, right? So, Rutrow. Sure.
Okay. Deal.
And then
you might ask, what did he do? I guess he can't attack with the Gigantha, so he might as well just play his hand out. This says to me they don't have removal. Oh no, we have to discard Plains.
Well, what's also bad about that is they have a massive... Now that's up to...
Oh no,
damage.
It's big.
Yeah, so that's very bad for us.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Okay.
Okie doke. What would be a good draw? Heat Bonder would probably be a solid draw.
Oh god, it's now we have to chump with Dolphin. Oh, we can't because it has Menace. Great. So we're wrecked.
We don't have to chump. We'll just go to...
I mean, we're...
3.
Yeah, just go to 3. I think and they missed a pump there. Oh no, wait, no, they didn't.
Yeah, they were out of mana.
Yeah. Can't be used for colorless.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool restriction on it. I like it.
No blocks. Go Heat Bonder. Let's go. I don't know what we need here.
I guess we'll find out. Our deck will deliver whatever it is we truly need on a metaphysical sense.
Wow.
If we need a land is what it will give us. Okay,
Looks like we needed that land.
I didn't actually want that to happen. I think we just concede here.
Are we actually done?
We're dead. They have...
Are we?
Maybe not. Okay, we'll just play it out. There's no reason to concede. Never surrender. But I think we're virtually
it's
dead.
not... I think we're probably virtually dead, but...
We can double block this, double pump this, draw a capture sphere for this, and we're fine.
Right, we can
5-man block the Cavern Whisperer.
We can double block the Whisperer or triple block it and then chump. Yeah, we'll see what they do. If they attack with everything. No, we're not dead.
They're at 9, and then we have... Oh, yeah.
So...
This actually works out okay for us if they do this attack.
If they have nothing, yeah.
We block here, double block there. They can only kill one thing. We block the Essence, go to 1. We then have a 7, 8.
We have 2 creatures and they have 4. But if we draw Heat Bonder exactly, then we could get out of it.
No, we would have 3 because they'd only be able to kill one of them into block.
But then we also have to chump Gigantha.
Bounce. No, we killed Gigantha.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Okay, I'm going to show you what my blocking idea is.
Yeah, okay.
Block, jump, block. Draw a capture sphere off the top, tap this guy, win the game.
Okay. The other option is Vulpikeet plus an X1 on the Whisperer, but then, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is good.
I think this gives us a decent amount of outs.
Yeah, I think this also means that Heat Bonder keeps us alive as well.
Yeah, probably.
So then you just block and then double activate.
Yep.
All right, so we have 3 creatures to their 4 now. We're at 1.
And we still have a Keensight Mentor with a Vigilance creature.
Mm-hmm.
Give us Heat Bonder. Oh no, Capture Sphere.
Heat Bonder. I mean, Capture Sphere is really the. We also need them to have no follow up. Just asking quite a bit.
True. Follow up is overrated though. They probably have nothing in before, like back for more or something. I never really got the in before. I don't really like in before. It's like people like trying to call shot, but it's always like a negative shot generally.
Yeah, it's always like, here's the worst case scenario for you.
Oh, why didn't they tap all their mana?
Because they have another thing to play.
Huh. We don't have any lifelink in our deck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that does not do it. That does not do it.
All right.
Okay.
You fought hard.
It wouldn't be a championship match without going down a game.
That's right.
Okay. So, what would be good here?
My kingdom for a Blitz Leech.
That'd be great. We just didn't see anything worth splashing in the entire draft. I guess we saw like a Rumbling Rockslide, like one of them.
Yeah.
And we took like something good over it. Okay. Do we want to change anything? Seems pretty solid.
I think we keep.
I think we just flood it out.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a 5-land opener with a crystal that just didn't give us quite enough Gigantha oomph or Karuga oomph.
Yes, but it was close to doing it. Play first. Oh yeah, this is a great hand. 3-drop, 4-drop, 4-drop, Karuga, draw 5, win game. We had pretty good reads on what they had going on, which was nice.
Yeah, I got late on the Lurking Deadeye read, but I'm not sure how. Like, I guess we could burn their mana that turn, but Lurking Deadeye is going to get us at some point.
Yeah, it was going to be irritating no matter what. The Zagoth Mamba. That card does not do an insane amount
Card
against
is
us.
not very good against us. Yeah, agreed.
Like, it kills Frostlinks.
Right.
Ooh. The horror.
I guess it could just, but it can be just a giant life-linking threat at some point.
Yes. But our phase dolphin will protect us. Oh, yes. Do we just play that? I kind of want to.
Then we like never want to block, right?
Yeah, let's just.
I guess that's okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say like we could just take 3 and then play Day Squad Marshal next turn, and but
I kind of like just shutting. I mean, the one life that we don't take from a Zagoth Mamba. I guess we don't really want to block Zagoth Mamba.
But I'm fine to block that. What do you?
You know, if we had played the Heat Bonder.
Right. Yeah. That's
we
what
might
I
have
think.
Blocked. Like I don't think we would have blocked Coil. Like, oh, they missed a land drop. Ho ho.
Ooh, that's great for us. That's the great thing about Kruger decks. You never miss land drops.
Do we just play Squad?
I think so.
I think it's just working out. It's all coming up Karuga.
Coming up Karuga here.
Then missing third land drop.
Next turn.
If they discard to hand size, this is the true championship match, where we lose the first game, battle back, and like completely crush them in the second game, and then it comes down all tied up. Final
all
quarter.
Tied up. There we go.
Like,
ooh, and there's our there's a big sphere.
Interaction. Now we just play Vulpikeet.
Play Keat, yeah. Probably attack with Marshall, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like trade Mamba and Bug.
We could even attack with the Phase Dolphin too to get it through for sure, but I like just attacking.
Sure, I'm fine with that, yeah. I just like.
Oh yeah, they don't even block. Yeah. They know.
Just like with them being stuck on mana, that Coil Bug is not coming back for a while.
And their mentors kind of suck right now as well. The Boot Nipper. Not even with Lifelink. I'd be willing to bet.
D-Touch.
Oh yeah, the D-Touch.
Okay.
That sounds way more worse. Oh my god, that should not be a shortened phrase.
D-Touch? No good?
D-Touch sounds inappropriate.
What are you talking about?
I just, after I said it, I was like, wait, what did I just say?
No, what's the problem? I don't get it.
Oh, nice. We can Dreamtail Heron onto our Phase Dolphin and attack with everything and keep getting him.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah. Let's do it.
And then we could even cycle Vantasaur if we really wanted to hit a land, but that doesn't seem necessary.
Because it's like that's the thing we want to hit a land for. So now we attack for 8?
We could attack for 9. It just doesn't do anything.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. The clarification. No, there's no way we attack. That would just be a suicide attack. It's a suicide mission. We could like technically give this thing unblockable if we really wanted to.
We could just win.
This is the only card they can kill with Zagoth Mama that we've played.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, they have the lifelink? Well, we can bounce that.
Yeah, whatever you give lifelink to. Maybe it's the Boot Nipper, all-in dealer.
The Coil Bug so they can attack, gain some life.
Oh, sure.
It's okay. Ha! Oh, yes. Like, if you've ever seen any sports movie or, like, fighting movie, it's like they get knocked out and then all
comes down to this.
Oh, yes. This is when the competitive juices start flowing. Do we want a Batagia Tiger?
Flying does seem good against them.
Maybe random...
play it over a Vantasaur. There's just like there's a little bit of tension in Karuga decks with 5-drops specifically, though we really haven't we've been emptying our hand mostly before playing it. What do we think about another crystal to try and catch up?
I kind of like that as well. That's what I was just thinking.
What do we want to cut for it?
I don't really. I think we could cut a Phase Dolphin maybe.
How about cutting Helica Glider now that we've seen the Zagoth Mamba?
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot.
Like at least Frostlinks does a thing and then dies to it. At least Farfinder does a thing and then dies, whereas like that's just gonna be value for them.
Yeah, that makes sense. We could also I think we keep the Frostlinks because those are key with Karuga. Crustacean doesn't seem really good against them because they have like Deadeye and it'll be outscaled by their stuff.
Yeah, I think I like just keeping it like this.
Yeah, we have a decent amount of flying. The Wingfold Terron we haven't really drawn, but that could be a really good target to give the Vigilance to, and then maybe cycle to get a counter or mutate onto it. Yeah, kind of need to have the hexproof god tier draw with just having a hexproof creature that just gets all the buffs. Oh,
That's great.
baby.
That's
This
great.
hand has both of our interactive spells to shut
Oh,
down.
three with Frostlinks.
Oh my gosh, there's too much. This is such a good hand.
All right.
Don't play as. I mean, even a Zagoth Mamba on turn 1's not the worst, but I kind of don't want them to have it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just a basic forest. This is where champions are born, Ethan.
Cycle Vantasaur. Wow. I wonder if they have a Back for More or an Unbreakable Bond. Oh, Crystal 2.
Oh, the sideboard tech.
Yeah, we know that's the third one too, right?
Yeah, obviously. It couldn't be one of the other two. We specially marked this one with our secret arena tech.
Duck on green, huh?
Yeah, they don't have a black card in their hand. They don't have a black mana to use their stuff. Ah, the symbiote.
Okay.
Oh, symbiote. Well, we're fine. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got Gust and Capture Sphere, so.
Interaction. Our deck is filled with it, clearly. Actually, at the moment, our deck has no interaction. No, we have one Frostlinks.
Still stuck on green. No Great Horn. No Mutate. That's good.
Okay, turn 3. Ooh.
Wow, I think we start with that.
Start gaining the life.
Yeah. I was gonna debate about links, but yeah. So now we'll probably gust something next turn, and then we can go Crystal 3-drop on turn 5.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite things about this deck is like trying to map out the turns. It's a fun puzzle. It's like use your mana to maximize your mana as well as it's a perfect thing to bounce.
Oh yes. They still don't have black mana. See, I had this like moment where I thought about what it's like from our opponent's perspective if they're the hero of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like they win game 1, game 2 they get mana screwed, and then game 3 is
where
they're
surge. The villain. Like if they win game 1, they're the villain, you know? Yeah. I think you attack, right? Like
what could
Spinnerets doesn't do anything. Yeah, I would attack.
Get in for 2. I immediately start thinking, what random card could they have? But I don't think there is one, so
I think there is clean attack. One, yeah.
This is where they feel so bad. They're like, dang, if only I had a swamp. We've all
so now they're stuck on green again. They play Naturalist. Now we get to Crystal links the Naturalist to keep them off of green mana even more. Or I guess, or if they play Gigantha now, we do that. Now
it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, opponent.
So we Crystal links that. Oh baby, haven't seen that very much.
Why does it tap a set of white by default?
I don't know.
I love it. It's just trying.
It's like you cannot cast Keensight Mentor.
No Mentor.
You're not allowed. Okay. If we draw an untapped land, then we can Mentor Capture Sphere the Gigantha.
I definitely like the idea of Capture Sphere Gigantha, even though I'm really afraid of them having a
Sudden Spinnerets?
Duskfang.
Oh, Duskfang. I'm not that scared of Duskfang right now.
Because if they start gaining 5 life, it'll be a problem.
I mean, I just feel like we're so far ahead right now. That's not the correct.
Like, we can't close the game very well, though.
Says you.
How are we closing the game? Oh yeah, this is
Great Horn. Okay, that's big. That's turning the beat around for them for sure.
Okay, so they finally overcome their mana screw, their color screw, as it were.
Yeah. So that sort of changes the calculus a little bit for me, at least. Thinking about, well, do we want to use Capture Sphere here or not?
I don't really think we Capture Sphere. I think we just want
to. That's sort of where I'm at. Yeah.
Now the competitive juices are flowing with me. Like I really want to win the game. It's like a.
I really do too. Yeah. So now, so we can just cupboard in cast. We can cupboard in mutate.
I like.
Then we can't play Mentor.
I like cupboard and cast and then play Mentor.
Yeah, sure.
And then we can.
Do you want to Mentor onto the cupboard, right?
Yeah, give it.
Or do you want to mentor onto the links to like diversify our threats?
I kind of like just making the cupboard and
Yeah,
as
that
scary
sounds
as
good.
possible, especially because we're kind of incentivized to
We
mutate
get to
onto
attack
it.
with both here. Oh, I would attack with both.
You want to attack,
All
get in
right,
for 2.
I think so.
Okay, I can get behind that. And now we're starting to gain more life. Next turn we'll play the Karuga, draw 5 cards.
Yeah, we can Karuga and activate the Mentor.
Oh yeah, now we're
Or
talking.
we can Karuga and play a 3-drop if we draw a land.
Activate Mentor, you're talking my language.
Yeah.
This alert Hebonder once again quietly gaining us like 6 life so far.
Yeah, and it's gonna be more.
Yes. Like this Gigantha is gonna let them cast a lot of stuff this turn.
Yeah,
Or a couple
Gigantha and
things.
Humble Naturalist will help them. Like they've caught up. They stumbled, but they have now definitely caught up. So it's just a matter of like what interaction do they have? Like how much of our board do they get to clear before we can Karuga?
Yeah. If they Duskfang something here, we could even like hold off on the Karuga and just Capture Sphere or something. Capture Sphere the creatures
Yeah.
so they can't gain a bunch of life, and then we draw even more cards. Capture Sphere is gonna really help us, I think.
No,
No,
it's nice. Okay, so
the Curdle.
Curdle the Warden. All right, that's bad.
That's where the diversifying of threats comes into play, but I don't think we'd even seen a Curdle, had we?
I don't remember if we saw one game 1 or not. No. Yeah, I mean that's the only reason to do that is that now we're back to gaining 1 a turn, but I think we're okay.
Yeah, and there's significant upside to having a 3/5 that's getting counters every turn.
Right.
They're deciding how many things to attack with. Just
Gigantha? Okay.
Yeah, we just take 9 here.
Yep.
Okay. They don't have Duskfang Mentor, they would have cast it.
They can still cast. Oh, they would have cast it before to gain the life. That's right.
Yeah.
Boot Nipper. Sure.
Do not care. Death Touch. Okay. So I think we just Karuga here.
Do you want to... No, I guess we want to get Karuga.
And we can even activate Keensight or play a 3-drop.
Or play a 3-drop if we find it. Yeah. Okay, I'm into that.
Drawing 4 is really what we need to... Because now we're the ones battling back.
Nice, and we get to play Phase Dolphin.
Hooray! With the planes. Yeah.
Yeah, and now that we've like drawn a bunch, now I feel fine about like we can multi-block some stuff or whatever. So
yeah. Whew.
Full try hard right now. Edge of my seat, Nikolai.
I settled more deeply into my chair, but mentally on the edge of my seat. Okay, opponent. I'm willing. Trade him. Lock and load. We probably would double block.
Definitely.
We'd add a Phase Dolphin to the block or something. Just to play around them having like +1/+1 and lifelink or something.
Playing that? No attacks. Just go to your second main, you coward.
Oh, you goaded them. Why would you goad?
Sorry.
Oh gosh. Okay. So this is those are the initial thought on blocks.
Is it better to block
Or we could go like
Great Horn?
the Great
Oh,
Horn.
it has Menace. Great Horn has Menace. Is it better to block Great Horn and take 5 rather than 4? I feel like Great Horn is more of a problem than Gigantha right now. It buffs future mutates.
Like block like this.
Yeah. Is that terrible?
This seems fine. Taking 5
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
I like it. Also, the Menace is kind of a problem.
Right.
Boom. The Phase Dolphin
Ooh,
extra
baby.
guy. And we got rid of their Death Toucher, which is nice.
Oh, and the nice thing about this double block is it doesn't get wrecked by Lurking Deadeye, right? If we block with Gigantha and Phase Dolphin on the 5/5, then they get 1 point of
Oh,
damage
you're
over on the
right.
Phase Dolphin, and we
Also,
don't
now
get, and
Day
then they
Squad
have to
Marshal
kill that.
token can chump Gigantha.
Or like Wingfold Terran can just block it for days, and then they can't use Lurking Deadeye on it.
I wasn't even thinking of Lurking Deadeye, but now that you mention it, that seems like a really... Oh,
Oh God!
dang. That's a
I
bummer.
mean, we have something to capture Sphere, but they get now
Power
3,
3,
3,
6,
2,
8, 10.
2.
Geez, max value. Oh my
That's
gosh.
gross.
That was disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Welp. Welp.
I did not see that coming.
I mean, how could we?
See, I'm starting to think that they're in their movie. They're the hero that actually just wrecks us. That's why they have the
Oh,
Vantasaur.
yeah. That's true.
Oh
Wow, this
no.
is the Vantasaur mirror here. So
Oh.
we're not dead. We could capture Sphere of the Nethroi
Yeah, we're in
and
fine
play
shape.
Day Squad Marshal. We're okay. Play Evolving Wilds here. Yeah, so capture Sphere Nethroi.
Nethroi's dead. Day Squad Marshal. The problem is any mutates they have, they can still put them onto that.
Yeah, no, I know what that. Well, I'm quite aware of the
Oh, we
problem
are
of
well aware of the problems.
pacifism and capture Sphere, but if we've got, they don't have good attacks right now.
If
So
we
we're
pull off the
like,
victory now we're the underdogs again. We've got to come up with some special stuff. The narrative in my head is just fantastic.
yeah.
Backs to the wall. Vigilance versus Death Touch. A battle of titans. Literal apexes hitting the board. Companions flying.
It's a very exciting conclusion to the draft for sure.
I know. The Nethroi made this draft a whole lot crazier. Oh my gosh, they're attacking.
Okay, I mean, we just have to make the best blocks that we can.
They have
So
Dead
yeah,
Eye, I think.
there 3/3 on Essence Symbiote, and then
We could double block like
one.
that. And then go like this.
No, I
wanna
definitely
lose
don't
it.
want to block with. I don't want to block with Heatbonder. I don't think if we can help it.
So,
I don't
like blocking with
yeah.
Mentor either, though, in an ideal world. So we could just block like
Uh,
this and take
I
4.
I think if we do this, then we can put Keensight Mentor on the 3/6, and they're gonna finish off Day Squad Marshal if they have Lurking Deadeye. That's my guess. So I would risk the Mentor here, and we have another one too.
Somewhere, yeah. Okay.
I think I like this better.
And they're losing their guy for very little value. They might just have another mutate card and they just don't care. But
Maybe.
I like this. This is going to be good. They have nothing. They have 3 options. Too many options, some might say.
We grow. How about the -1/-1 card? That would be gross.
Oh my gosh. What happened to not throwing out bad shamanistic
sorry.
voodoo into the world?
Sorry.
Just like, what's the worst?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's actually
Wow.
totally okay. Wow.
That's fine.
Those blocked worked out so well for us. Wow.
It's like that wilds.
Nice.
I mean, it's a 7/7. It's not great for us, Nikolai.
I mean, compared to what they could have had.
I mean, Vantasaur, Cove.
We've gained all the life we needed to gain. We're chilling. And now we get to start activating Mentor. Those beautiful, beautiful words.
And now we can double block Ivy Elemental. Or I guess we could chump it for a turn maybe, because then Vantasaur becomes a 4/8 in 2 turns.
Or we could just take the damage.
That's true. Yeah, we could just take 7.
We have to take some risks at some point.
Yeah, that's fair. Does feel like we're far enough behind.
The Terran should be come in as a flyer so that it can start hitting him.
Really? I mean,
that's
true.
We're on a clock.
Yeah,
we know they have at least the discard guy.
You're right.
They don't have a huge graveyard right now, and our board is only getting better. But
show me no attacks.
Show me no attacks. Okay.
So this is Deadeye still, right?
They didn't have Deadeye last turn. No, it looked like they did.
So
I like
if we then, oh, go ahead. You line up blocks. You can do it.
Okay, and then you can comment on that. Just seems like more easy for people to understand
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening.
I'll shut up. Sorry. I'm just very excited. I'm very excited right now.
This is such a close game. This is the honor game. Oh gosh, I thought we were the overdogs until they proved us the underdog all along with their cat nightmare. These blocks look terrible. What am I thinking?
You cannot block with Heat Bonder.
The Heat Bonder block was the Heat
Bonder
Bonder didn't even kill the Heat Bonder didn't even kill the Vantasaur in that scenario.
So I think what I would do is put Vantasaur on the Great Horn, because Vantasaur is going to be a 4/7 this turn.
Oh right, totally with
and
that.
then you can just put Phase Dolphin in front of Vantasaur, and then you can just take 7 if you want to do that. Now the problem with this is that if they have Deadeye, I mean, it's like if they have Deadeye, we're wrecked no matter what, really. Like,
but now our Deadeye only kills a Vantasaur.
Yeah, it finishes off the Vantasaur, and then we'll have to figure shit out next turn. But I think I like this better, and we take 7.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then pump.
For sure. And then we'll have a card that can block Ivy Elemental.
Yeah, I mean, assuming.
Oh, I always
this
assume.
Is not lurking Deadeye.
I feel like they're under pressure because we have this mentor.
Well, we have Heat Bonder too, which is like getting us out of range. Mythos. Okay.
Oh.
I'll take that.
That worked out decently. Come on, big draw.
Come on, Venusaur or Mentor or land. Excellent.
Our deck will give us what it needs to give us. All in due time.
True.
Hexproof?
I think you gotta give Hexproof, yeah.
Okay.
Now we gain 1. And now I think Heat Bonder's probably gonna have to tussle.
Heat Bonder has to tango. But we did get them to bait their removal on one of our non-essentials.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see them not take out Heat Bonder
earlier.
Like, from my perspective, that's the most important card right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If we triple block the Ivy Elemental, they can only kill 1 card.
Yeah. Like, this is actually, like, triple block the Elemental, Keensight Mentor on Vantasaur, Heat Bonder on Greathorn, Pump is actually not bad for us.
Yeah. We just need them to whiff and draw lands like we have. I know we do have more land sources in the deck, but like we've also drawn a lot more cards than them. So we'll find spells. 4/6.
And also, they were stuck on green for a while. Okay, that's not good for us.
Oh shoot, it keeps all the counters. Oh no.
Yeah, so now it's an 11/11 menace, so I think we're probably done here.
Yeah. Keep in mind that their alternative to this play was to put it on that.
Yeah, but that doesn't get back anything. It gets back 2 cards.
Good point. Yeah, true.
I think we're dead.
It's not PG, I'll tell you that much.
If they attack all, I think we're dead.
If they just attack with that, we can dogpile. We have 3,
Whoa.
6, 9, 10, 11. We can just block everything.
Yeah, right. So we 3. Yeah. Do we have to block with everything?
Let's see. This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we technically could like not block with Heat Mentor.
So I think
they have 11 damage. They have 6, 12. They're going to kill this. So we just don't block with Mentor.
So let's leave Mentor off, yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we just have to make sure we pump.
Okay.
Come on, pump.
Please, like, put Wingfold Terran in front. Please.
Please forget that we can pump the
Please
heat
put
bond.
Wingfold Terran in front. Please.
It's got hexproof, buddy.
You gotta kill the hexproof one, right? No, they're gonna kill Heat Bonder and Marshall.
At least we're still in the game.
Still in, yeah, we're still in it. Volpakeet.
Just gonna cast it.
Sounds good.
We still have, for vigilance, another Vantasaur, 2 Farfinders. And we're like stable on the board, and they have no... I mean, relatively stable on the board. And they... I mean, we have this Mentor to give us some value, so we're not in the worst spot here. And we have a hexproof creature that they can't...
It's a much different looking deck from them than in game 1 with the double Mentors.
Yes. Even a Farfinder would be great here.
What are you... just to show them what's up?
Yes, just showing them what's up. Do we want to, like, Mentor with this, or do we just want to cast it? I think we just cast it.
I think you just cast, but now you can attack with Volpakeet, right?
We could
so
also,
hold on.
We could also mentor this onto the
this.
Terran, and then try to get vigilance onto the Terran. I feel like
trying to think about like trying to count. Like, what if we put it on Phase Dolphin?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, if we put it on Phase Dolphin and start hitting them for 2, and
that seems like the way that we could win in like a couple turns.
Yeah, and also we get another draw step here to hit a spell. I really like that. Let's do it.
I think I like that.
Over.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yes! Oh, yes.
Oh. So, hold on. We can... Do you want to go for a 2-turn kill?
If we attack them for 5 this turn?
We attack them for 8. Attack them for 8. Heron makes Terran unblockable and Volpakeet. We play Vantasaur. We... Fingers crossed they don't have interaction.
Can we beat interaction right now? Like, I think we can beat interaction right now. Like, they don't have a ton of good stuff.
We could also win in this. We give them one more draw step.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go out in a blaze of glory here.
It's going to be so sick when this works. And they can't even really interact with this.
Well,
like with creatures or anything. Like I mean with the clock. They'd have to kill one of these tapped creatures to interact with the clock.
Here we go.
This certainly makes our story so much more exciting. See, this is like when you're watching a sports movie and the hero looks like he's down and out, and then he actually comes back and comes in clutch. And then it all goes down to the line and the ball is moving through the air in slow motion.
I'm just freaking out right now.
I'm killing it with these metaphors. It's my coping mechanism. Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Holy! Oh my gosh!
Nikolai,
Jesus.
That's what dreams are made of right there.
That was the greatest victory ever. Oh my gosh, we went for it and got rewarded to the max. Putting the Dreamtail Heron on the guy and then ripping Vantasaur off the top.
Whew.
Oh my gosh.
That's one for the history books right there.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Karuga had already drawn us his cards, and it all came down to the... Oh my gosh. Dreamtail Heron on... Oh my... Wingfold Terran getting it job done. Remember when I was like, maybe Wingfold Terran will do something this last game?
It did.
Oh my gosh, that call on going for the attack, the gutsy call by Ethan Sachs in the bottom of the 9th inning, or
not missing the 2-turn lethal. That's a first for me.
Whew, that was insane. If you did make it all the way to the end of this video and you enjoyed Ethan's content and his commentary, be sure to check out all of the sources. You can find his podcast, Lords of Limited, each and every week. It is a fantastic listen for all things strategy and limited and great stuff. You can find his YouTube channel, Lords of Limited, to find his draft videos and his takes on the format. You can also find his Twitch stream. He's streaming a ton, especially during these quarantine times. He's streaming Ikoria drafts and all that good stuff at twitch.tv/Lordtupperware. You can find his Twitter to see what he's thinking about Magic and draft and life in general. You can find his... What else is there? You can find his articles at Cardsphere. He's a writer, prolific writer. If you didn't make it all the way to the end of this video, in the comments down below, leave hashtag clutch. Just that one word to let us know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave any other comments as well. Are there any last thoughts you have, Ethan?
No, I gotta go cool down after that. My heartbeat is pretty elevated right now.
Yeah. Thanks again for coming on as a guest. It was a blast, and I'll talk to all you folks next time.